You jumped in. We're going live. We're live. Hey,
Dusty
Futon.
Yeah.
We're here.
Okay.
Yeah, sister. The
I've been
Dusty
working on it,
Futon.
Let's see.
Futon Media.
Okay.
Just waiting for our guest to come.
That's red in the news. I'm leaving to cloud.
Oh, look at that action.
Well, Elvis. Action. Now I can't see anything.
Same.
Well, that's because I've got you blocked.
It's the giant walking through the back door over there.
Okay, just forwarded you the live video feed if you want to share it anywhere. For some reason, I don't have. Hey, Tyler, send me a text right now. Tyler, send me a friggin' text. Jesus, you jackass juice.
Jackwagon.
I should be able to do it.
Well, first, load it up. I want to see if you can hear something. I want to see if you can hear my voice.
So you sound my voice.
That's how I like it. Did you text me?
I did.
How your phone is slow.
It's AT&T.
That's why.
We want. We just took on that asshat time warning.
Yeah, it's live
so
right now.
we've got all fucked up.
I can't hear anything. Oh, wait, here we go.
All right, testing 1, 2, 3.
Where'd it go?
Where do we go now?
I see. That's a direct feed going. That's so you hear it with the microphones. I see. That's a direct feed going. That's so you hear it with the microphones.
And that's neat.
So people tuning in are going to hear everything we say, and they should hear.
With a slight 8-second delay.
Yeah, of course.
Is that what's going on there?
Well,
Okay.
now hold on. Check this out.
So if we time this right, I can sing harmony with myself.
Call you up in the middle of the night, like a firefly without a light.
Dusty Futon does not know anything by the Soul Asylum, nor are we trying to accept credit for their music.
Nope, not.
Why are you yelling at the phone?
He's yelling at
You're supposed to say that.
He's like,
I'm just looking for any microphone.
We were just using that as reference to show that we can do music over.
I'm like an old man. Like this technology frightens me.
Copy and paste the link and just post it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Take a picture of us bullshitting right now and just say the live feed is loaded and we're locked and loaded. So
You keep saying feed, and I'm hungry.
I know.
Sorry.
We already-
And I'm just
oh shit! You know what? I'm gonna put this on the fucking website too. Right now.
There you go.
Yeah, the website right here.
It's not taking.
It is still running.
I want to have my face.
Yes.
Where's the camera?
Right here where the green line is. You see it at the top? That's it.
Okay, that's it.
Nobody's watching anyway.
I'm gonna write. I write something here.
If you want.
I do.
Now we gotta be careful what we say, except for cuss words.
Okay.
Why?
Well, you don't want to say.
What do you mean? What do we have to watch out what we say?
Actually, no. Here we go.
But yeah, it was.
She's all good?
All right, we are live. We are live on YouTube,
Live.
live streaming. If you want to share,
Go for it.
Oh, this is all live.
we're doing a live streaming right now. That doesn't mean anybody's gonna see.
Yeah,
it,
no,
but
we'll still
we're
have
doing a live stream.
we'll have the actual episode that'll be,
The stream.
No, the
Oh, admin@dustyfuton.com.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I have it. I just think that one. That one's called Roses. Can I just say it?
You're the king. Move the mic to as close to your face as possible. You don't have to move yourself. You can move the mic.
Yeah,
Oh.
get it like
Make yourself comfortable, yeah.
right and get close to it, you know.
This is my first time ever doing something like this. So
Cool.
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Where's Kimmy?
I have no idea. what
Kimmy.
I'm waiting on that song.
On the mic.
I don't have Why We Were Friends, so you don't want to do Alone at all?
No, not that one. I'd rather do
That's the only song I have. Then, so what are you?
I just sent in Roses and then okay, it's fine. I can send in the other one too
Yeah.
if I have it still. Let me go back. I should have it. It's just down here.
Where'd you guys drive in from?
In Pitt Valley,
Oh, wow.
it's like an hour and a half
Woo!
down. Yeah.
Wow.
Snap.
Ugh.
That's love. That's love.
Actually, that's fine. You could just use that one because I honestly
At
can't
least it's
find.
nice.
I can. Yeah.
This is a nice day. When I came up here from North Park, it
Yeah.
was shit weather.
Yeah.
Like it was all super cloudy and windy. It was blowing papers over in my apartment, and it was even drizzling on me.
Yeah. It was drizzling.
Yeah.
John was playing, but we were on a patio. It was
Actually,
Hey.
cold and cloudy, but yeah.
Yeah, it
John
was,
played
it was
this
ugly
morning.
down there. It was-
next week I'm moving up here like permanently. Next
Oh, you
week.
are?
Yeah.
Oh, right on. Well,
Uh-huh.
congrats. What's going to bring you up here?
School and music both.
Right on.
Uh-huh.
Cool.
Go
Cool.
ahead,
Cool.
put your headphones on, but I still don't have the song. I only have Alone. That's the only song I have.
Okay, I think it's still.
Whatever you sent me, the
I think
first
it's-
one
I think
didn't
it-
go through.
I think it's still sending. I sent you right now one called.
Maybe 'cause the files are big.
It hasn't finished sending yet.
Okay.
Do you have like? Would it be easier if I sent like a text message? Or would it? Oh wait, it's loading. It's sending right now.
Okay.
It's still like processing the whole thing.
It's got to go to
Okay.
space and back.
It does.
Give
Yeah.
it time.
Yeah, but it'll get there.
Right on.
Did I just put these on the headphones?
Sure.
Okay, cool.
At least we'll get the sound going
So I
here,
can-
and
oh,
so that
okay,
you
I
can
can
hear
hear myself now.
yourself. And we can hear you.
We can make
Ta-da.
sure the levels are good.
Cool. Yeah, I can hear myself.
Oh,
Okay.
I can hear yourself too.
I can too. Woohoo! Pay dirt, kids.
We are live.
We sound good.
We do.
Yeah, that's what happens when you.
So we're like trained professionals.
For what?
Well, that's
Who
the
told
question.
you that?
What the hell?
Smoke and mirrors, people. Smoke and
Yeah,
mirrors.
exactly right.
They just sent the.
We pretend really, really, really hard, and a lot of times people buy it.
Well, we do. We do.
That's the whole beauty of punk rock.
Right. Oh, I
It's just
love it.
pretending really, really, really hard until people think you're a band. You guys are musicians. It's really creative what you guys did here, and we're like,
You just ran around in circles on the stage.
Yeah,
going,
yeah.
Are you guys all artists or no?
I'm not.
in some definition of the form, yes.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
I play the guitar. I
Okay,
play
cool.
a few instruments, but not like in any professional shape or manner right now.
He's pretty
um,
good. He's pretty good.
That's cool.
Don't let him fool you.
She's too.
And so does Big John too. He plays multiple instruments.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm a drummer turned guitarist.
he's
turned-
not a drummer. I've never seen him play the drum. One
He
time.
keeps telling us this, but
There's
we
a
don't
video.
know.
There's video
vi-
evidence. Come on, man.
I think he just says it for the sex of.
I don't play the drum
Michael,
set.
no.
But us two were like in the band in high school.
Oh, right on.
That's how kind of all of us.
Were
like,
you guys
got close.
percussion or did you guys actually do wind, brass? What were you?
Drummers.
Drummers. Nice.
Yeah.
So you're
what did you
drummers
play?
too?
Yeah. I play the snare. All of us play the snare drum.
You guys were all snares.
Very cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
I always sat here and thought, like,
What?
how much can you accomplish on like a snare, just one thing? But then I went and I used to date a girl who was an instructor
Oh, really?
for marching band. She did the pit, like the xylophones,
Right.
things like that. But I was just like, this is awesome. It's like striking something deep and like primal down
Yeah,
within.
it's
me.
like- I
my
feel like-
Jumanji spirit is coming out. And,
After like all the instruments come into piece, it all kind of makes sense. I think at some point.
It does.
Yeah,
for sure.
Another one that gets me is the bass drums, because
Uh-huh.
they're all acting as like one person. You know, it's,
yeah.
it's like, you know, when you're playing on a kit, you got all the toms, so you can go tuku, 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 tuku. But each one of the bass, they're
It's
all
like-
its own person. So you
Yeah.
have to
Yes.
like wait for your turn. That's me.
I want you to move to about 2 or 3 feet forward,
I can do that.
like everything.
Yes.
I have many talents.
And then arch your back. No.
Okay, that was like half a foot. It was like barely 6 inches.
well,
Okay, there we go.
is that
Oh, your
it? Am I
tattoo's so
right in
cool.
Yeah, we're good
Yeah.
now.
Oh, thank
Tattoos
you.
are so cool. Yeah.
Thank you.
And Tyler, you can if you lean in. See,
My
here you
kids'
are.
initials
This
are
kid.
R&R.
If
Oh,
you lean in
I
a
see.
little bit, you'll
I
be
don't wanna-
seen.
dude, I don't want to ugly
I'm
this
not
up.
seen.
That's why you're like off to the side. That's why you're off to the side.
I don't want
We've
people
got
to
Ricky-
see this beard. They're like,
we've got
when
Ricky
did
and we've
Tyler
got
join
Spicy.
Islam?
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
Shoot. Ricky, what other
Hold on, let me
instruments do
scoot
you
in.
play?
I play the piano and the guitar.
Oh, you do?
Uh-huh.
How
There you
old
go.
were you when you started playing music?
Perfect.
Well, if you consider like band,
Yeah.
I was in 4th grade. So like,
Oh, just a little Ricky.
yeah.
Little Ricky Garcia.
And then
we should backpedal a little bit. We
Oh,
have
yeah.
Ricky Garcia in here. We should introduce you first.
Yeah.
You drove all the way down here from Imperial, fucking California. That's, I mean, at least you had a nice day to come down here on.
Over
But
there it was like 110 degrees. So it
oh
was-
my god!
Oh,
Oh my
yeah.
god! That's
Snap.
oh Jesus.
They were
It's
like, "Can
bad.
we get there already?"
Yeah, exactly. It was like,
All right, real quick, just so you know, we're basically started. So whenever
cool.
the 2 tracks that
We're
we
7 minutes
have-
deep.
Yeah,
Cool.
the 2 tracks
just
we
keep
have
going.
are
Yeah.
Alone and Roses.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, those are the 2 tracks we have. So
He brought us
space this out.
roses. It's very nice of you.
Oh, Ricky, you shouldn't
Oh,
have.
yeah. So
Actually, you
good to
should.
go.
Thank you.
So anyway, so Ricky Garcia, you're an independent artist from Imperial, California.
Yes.
And I was giving you some songs to listen before I came over here because I study. I'm a
He's
professional.
so good.
As it
He's
were.
so good.
Yeah.
And very soulful. It's a little different to what we typically have here on the Futon. But it's good. And I think it's awesome that we have here on the show because it's something that I don't really get to see very much or ask about. It's a kind of music that I never really had too much experience with. But as I grow older, I'm appreciating everything. And now that we've had this Dusty Futon and we're literally getting people from all different kinds of woodworks,
That's cool.
now you get to be my first. So I've got
Yeah.
all sorts of
Oh,
questions.
You're gonna pop your cherry right now, huh?
Exactly, my R&B cherry. So what really got you into R&B? I mean, have you just been listening to this since?
Honestly, like I feel like some songs are R&B, but also I feel like there's some that are like on a pop soul vibe kind of stuff. So we're like, I try not to stick to just one genre, and I feel like I try to be different in that sense that like I like to explore like my horizon as far as the music. So like a song, it can be like a slow song on piano, and then after that it could be like a kind of a R&B, like a vibey kind of song, you know?
Yeah.
So I just like to be able to like change things up a little bit and be like very different, I guess, as far as like my genres and styles stuff like that. So yeah.
So what really got you going? What lit the fire underneath Ricky Garcia?
I don't know. I think I've always liked to sing, but like I never really took it like seriously until I was like 16.
Was it like you just sing in the car kind of moment? And
It was like more like in the shower. I was singing the shower. Yeah.
You
Yeah,
gotta
and
start
then-
somewhere, okay?
And then like somebody put the head the window and they're like,
It was-
"Hey, you sound pretty good." And you're like, "Get out of my bathroom!"
It was an accident because like I was so only like a couple of friends knew I sing, including them, and like a couple of other friends knew I sang, and like I was always like very shy about it, you know.
Mhm.
So then one time I was with a friend of mine, and she was recording me singing, and she like posted it on Twitter without my permission. I said no. And she posted it on Twitter, and it got like pretty good reaction. And I
Wow.
was like, well, that's pretty cool. And I kind of like I was shy at first. I was like no, and then like after I kind of like I liked the feeling of it.
Oh.
So then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do I'm gonna post my own video.
Yeah.
So then I posted it, and then it got even more reaction.
Nice. So
And
you
I
had
was
like,
like-
a support people behind you.
Yeah, it was
kind
cool,
Of
and then-
encouraging you.
Yeah, and then I was like, you know what, like I think I can like start actually posting like covers stuff like that, you know. So then I posted covers for like 4 months probably, and then
What was your first one that you did? The first cover you put out?
A-Team by Ed Sheeran.
Wow.
Yeah,
Nice. That's ambitious.
that was like
Right.
my first like song on guitar. Yeah,
You play
A-Team.
guitar on it too?
Yeah.
So you play and sing at the same time.
Mhm.
That's hard to do.
It
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing I never got to master at all. So kudos to you for that
Thank
one.
you.
Nice. So is he one of your bigger influences? What like growing up? I mean, when did this start for you?
I remember when I was little, like I was listening to a lot of like old R&B, like
When you were little.
Boyz
Yes, I'm looking at you, you're like 12. Like
okay, I was young. I was a baby, more of a baby. Like my dad grew up listening to a lot of like 80s like rock music, and even though it didn't influence like my style of music, it still like opened up my horizon to like, oh, like there's a lot of more stuff than just like soul or pop or R&B, you know. And I feel like all of that kind of stuff kind of blends in to forming some kind of music that I would like to make. Does that make any kind of sense? Like,
Yeah.
I like to take different kind of styles and like people and also add like my own personal touch to it and
Yeah.
make it all
Right.
my own, you know.
make your own kind of
Yeah.
kaleidoscope of
Yeah,
music, you know,
exactly.
it's a little different every
Mhm.
time. I like it. It's
Yeah.
very good. Should we go to a song? Is it time, Big John?
I don't know.
I
You
think
tell
we
me.
should.
I don't know. You
I think we
tell
should already. I want to hear
I
one.
think we should. I think let's get Alone. Let's do Alone here. This is off the album Letters.
No. That one's just on its own.
Oh.
That was prior.
It's Alone.
Yeah. That song was prior to the EP.
Nice.
Got it.
Yeah. Let's give this one a listen. It's a single. Ricky Garcia. Alone.
You're on the Dusty Boots.
Wait, that's Celine Dion.
I think the listeners heard that one, but we can't because I screwed it up.
Fuck.
Oh, Big John. Oh, yeah.
Um,
It doesn't happen. It's probably because you broke your big toe about 2 hours ago.
This is a true story,
It is
by
true.
the way.
We're not kidding. Yeah, he really
He was
did.
at a pool party, peeing in pools, and
Oh, man.
he
That's what you get. You see? You
karma.
see?
That's
Karma
karma
right
right there. Let that be a lesson to you, people, listeners. Don't pee in pools, or you will break your big toe.
okay, I am going to do this.
Meanwhile, Ricky's like, "What I haven't walked into just."
Totally.
What
So
a-
were your parents always playing music in the house when you were growing up?
Mostly my dad.
Yeah.
Not like
The rocker?
him playing instruments, but like he likes a lot of like country music.
Yeah.
And like 80s, like he likes everything that's like old school music. So like I was always like listening to old school music. So like I guess that kind of always, I guess, kind of like had like that drive in me musically.
Yeah.
To
Well, that's
do
probably
it,
where you
yeah.
get your influences. And,
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
rather why you may have your style the way it is
Mhm.
because you draw a little from here and a little
Yeah,
from there.
exactly. That's
Who
what
was
I did.
Dad's favorite band?
My dad likes, he likes the Eagles.
Oh, who doesn't?
Wow.
He likes the
yeah.
Eagles a lot,
Well,
and then he likes Bon Jovi, which I'm a big fan of also,
Yeah,
and
We're
dead
ready.
or alive. We're ready. Big John's got us ready. Okay, so we're
Okay,
ready to
cool.
get alone here. That sounded bad.
yeah.
See, this is how I'm talking about.
okay,
It's
guys.
very soft. Shut up, son. Shut up.
Eyes are seeing blind, of walls I'm breaking down. The sound of your name is trapped in my mouth. My hands caress your face, the shadow of your shape. If I go, then maybe you'll stay.
You have a nice tone.
Thank you.
If by chance I run into you, would you say that you're okay? What makes it okay to be
You've really captured the feeling of being alone or feeling lonely with everything. I mean, every dimension of the music is the sound, how it's very echoey. It's like it's like you're in an empty parking garage. It's dark. You're all by yourself. You know?
Yeah, I get you.
It's very haunting. And it's very deep. Where does this come from? Like, you're only 19. Who hurt you, Ricky? Who hurt you so bad?
And this was before ZP, so it was It's even
It
further.
was even further. Yeah. I don't think this song is more. This song is not very personal. This one's more like me speaking like from a other person's perspective. Cause like basically, okay, there was like a girl, and then like it was kind of like us two had like a thing going on, right? I guess. And then she was always like, oh, I'm okay, but like she was always very like lonely, like, as far as and I was always trying to be there, like I guess the person to like help her
Open
up,
up, girl.
Yeah,
Let
and
it
then
out.
and then so a song it says like what makes it okay to be alone. Like she was always just kind of like by herself, and me being the one that trying to like pick her up all the time, and not being allowed to. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it was kind of just like a other person's like aspect in that kind of sense.
Like outside perspective.
Yeah.
Again, you're only 19. How are you this deep? Like, I'm still
know.
working on this. I'm 33
He's
years
an
old.
old.
man.
This is an old soul right here for sure.
I think so.
Wise
yeah.
beyond your years.
Yeah.
Do you do your own lyrics and everything too?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you.
Who's that in the background?
That's like two of my friends that just like sang it, and then
These
I was,
guys?
No. It was a girl and another guy, and they just like I was just like, okay, guys, just like just sing it like from afar in the room.
Yeah.
And they sang it, and I just kind of made it.
It's where I had that empty hall sound.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It's really good production right
It
there.
wasn't me though. I didn't produce the song. My other friend produced it. But like I had
Want to
that
give him a shout out?
Yeah, Che Black. If he is listening to this.
Oh, he's
Thank
listening.
you.
He's
Jay,
listening. We're all
Hopefully.
keep
listening.
it up.
So that's alone.
Nice.
Thank
That was
you.
beautiful.
Very nice.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That's very.
I
deep.
feel like I learned something about myself that I never knew before. Nice. So did that come from personal experience, or is this just kind of like a conceptual?
Kind of both, because like at the same time I had experienced that, but also it's kind of just like about a person being very closed in, like emotionally, and it's kind of just like, you know, like kind of being okay with people trying to help you out in life and like trying to comfort you, I guess, and just trying to like allow yourself to be open to people.
Yeah,
Some
like
people-
that's okay.
Yeah,
you,
it's
you don't have to
okay.
fight by yourself.
Exactly.
That's
Right,
our
right,
whole
right.
purpose here on the Dusty Futon.
Yeah,
is
yeah.
to make you feel like it's okay to come in here and let yourself.
yeah. Right.
Now you said you didn't produce this song. So
No, I didn't.
what did you produce all the beats and all the
I made, well, on that song I played the guitar on that song, and I did a couple of like a couple of sounds in there, but it was pretty much my friend Trey Black. And then but on songs prior to that I did do all the whole production to it.
Very cool.
what do you use when you produce your beats?
FL Studios. Yeah.
Fruit Loops?
Yeah, Fruit Loops.
No shit.
Yeah.
Wow. I haven't heard anybody using that since it was
Yeah,
actually Fruity Loops.
Yeah, FL Studios.
Oh my
Fruity
God.
Loops?
I'm not kidding you.
Yeah,
Why'd
It's,
they
it's
change
called
that
Fruity
name?
Loops. Yeah.
it's basically it's the digital version of the 808. Like
Pretend like
seriously.
I know what that means.
Right?
Okay,
Oh my
that's right.
God.
That's why we that's
You're the
that's why
engineer.
normally Dirty does the hip hop guys, because it's like one of the oldest loop makers for computers.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
And,
cool.
It's evolved into one hell of an over-the-counter product that you can basically piece together the sounds you want for very cheap.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like
Cost
super high
effective,
quality,
yes.
but it's
Well, it sounded like it. Whatever.
did.
well, no, that
Yeah,
was
that
that
sounded
was
great.
a professional one, right?
What do you mean?
The song we just heard, that was professionally produced.
No, just me and my friend didn't really know how to produce that much, because he isn't like a producer. He's like a rapper,
Okay.
and he just like knows like a little bit how to like put stuff in here. We kind of just like did it like on the like it was just like
So you use Fruity Loops even for that track?
yeah
Shit.
yeah
See, you know what?
Told
You know what
you.
this does? Like I'm like Tyler. Up until recently, I've been doing a couple episodes with Dirty Disciple for the Producers Corner, and that's what this is going to be, another Producers Corner episode. But Dirty's not here,
That guy.
so.
Ah.
But what that's just I'm learning that there's just such a whole new aspect to this stuff. Like,
you know, you're young and you're like basically like the guitarist who's picking up a guitar for the first time, but you're picking up Fruity Loop because it's cheap, it's easy to use, and you can learn it.
And technology is available in schools these days.
It's
When we went,
there was
the thing is, this program is practically open source, so he's tweaking it himself. Like he's learning as he's screwing around.
And the reason I think why, well, the song prior to this, I did it all like on my house, and it's because I was actually gonna do with another guy, but he charged, and like it was more money than I can afford. So this was
Garcia Studios.
I was just like screw it, like I'm gonna do it myself, and like I did it. Not this one, the one prior to that, I did it by myself too, and it came out good. I think.
Awesome.
So I think so like too. I think that came out really good. I mean, Big John was sitting there like, "There's no way that Fruit Loops. There's no way." No,
this blew his doors off.
I'm actually blown away because I just remember it, like I said, from when it was Fruity Loops, and it was fun. It was a fun program to mess with if you just didn't know much about it, and it still is. If you don't know much about producing and editing and creating beats and creating loops, it's a great way to kind of break your teeth onto it.
Nice.
Super
cool. It's really cool. I like
break your teeth.
Hey, so I was while I was also looking up stuff about you, I realized that there's really nothing there about you, or at least I was trying to do my best, like online stalker. Like, okay, what's up with this kid? I need some notes. I need something to talk about.
There's nothing. I'm a ghost.
Nothing. so no Ricky Garcia website or Facebook or anything yet.
Facebook. I used to have one like as an artist, and I just deleted it because I never used it. So I just Instagram and Twitter is usually my
Instagram.
There we go. Well, Instagram's kind of like Facebook Plus. I mean, it pretty much
right.
Too,
it
so.
is.
What's your handles?
Let me just give me a minute to look at them.
Okay, that's okay.
I know we're all
okay. Called editing.
My Instagram is just Ricky GRCIA because I tried putting my whole name, but those already taken.
Yeah,
so
there's some Disney Kid channel, kid named Ricky Garcia.
Exactly, he's the one that takes it.
That guy.
I was just like, tell me it's not this kid.
I'm like, man.
Tell me it's not.
I like he stole it.
You're like, that's me, buddy. I had it first.
Oh, Jesus.
I think he's older than me, so.
Oh, you owe me a Coke now? Oh, yeah. Oh, all right. Well, whatever.
So now what about performing in public? Do you go do some shows?
I've done about like 5 or 6 in my hometown. Yeah.
Anything coming up here?
Not that I know of. Like the last one that I did was last month, and it was probably like the most, like the biggest one I've ever done. But it wasn't just me. It was like 2 other or like 4 other artists also, and that one was like, I think at the end of the night they counted like 600 people.
Nice. Are you actively pursuing gigs right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I'm always open to doing that kind of stuff. So
tell me what got you started in the hip hop world, in the producing world, and writing and rapping. What got you started in that field, that world?
Like to write music. Well,
like, did you start on the guitar? Did you start with the desire to write lyrics?
I started on the guitar, and then like I realized that like, why get someone else to do it if I'm the one that like experiences them firsthand? You know,
attaboy, yeah, do it yourself. Don't rely on anybody else because they're just gonna disappoint you.
So I kind of just like I just started to write songs, and at first they were like really terrible. Like I think I was like 16 when I was like my first like song, but like I don't think anybody's ever heard it. And then, but it was so cheesy. It was like the worst song ever. And then like when I was like 17, I started to like write better music, I guess. And then 18, and then now 19. So like hopefully it's improving as I go, but it's always something that I'm always open to, like just trying to find new ideas and trying to like write from different aspects every time.
So
it's definitely a process.
Did you start with Fruity Loops?
He's back to Fruity Loops. He can't let it go.
No,
I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that.
I know it's blown away.
Did you start with FLS Studios?
No, at first I didn't even. See, at first I never had an intention of like making actual music. I just like to sing and do covers, you know. So I never had to like produce anything. And then it wasn't until like I was 18 when I released like my first ever like 2 songs that I started to like realize about like the whole like the FL Studio stuff like that. So then that's kind of how like the whole like the music part of like actual songs came in. But like prior to that, it was all just kind of covers on the guitar and piano.
Just messing around kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's you're coming a long way real fast.
Yeah,
I mean,
for
the
sure.
quality and everything is really
Thank
good.
you.
You're looking for gigs. You're only 19, so it's like the sky's the limit. You got the time on your
Hopefully.
side. Yeah.
yeah.
No,
Talent.
it's all good. Has it gotten to the point now where like your friends all know about you and like you get in the car with some girl and they're like, Ricky, will you sing to me, please?
Well, no, like I just feel very.
It
like,
works, Ricky. Let me tell you. I'm married to a singer. Okay.
I mean, not really. I'm not like famous. Like I'm not famous at all. But like, I mean,
Not yet. I mean, you are on the Dusty Futon. now.
hopefully.
So,
Hopefully.
so like I said,
It's going places.
Yeah, this is the start. This is the start.
Yeah.
I mean, I just like appreciate all like the support that I get from my hometown. I think it's really cool. And like I never thought that I would like be able to like just like make music and like people like listen to and appreciate it.
Mhm.
And even though like I'm not like big or nothing, but like I feel like even if I get like a person to hear a song, it's like I hopefully like I impacted that person in some kind of way, you know?
Yeah.
For
So I think it's crazy how like when people like say, "Oh, your music is cool," or like, "Oh, your Ricky Garcia," like, that's pretty cool for me. But it's just like a different like
That's called humility.
Yeah.
And keep that.
Absolutely.
I don't have any of that.
No, you don't.
He does not.
I
You-
lack
that's-
lots of that.
That's why
Where
you're
can I get
touch
some
and go
of
up
that?
here. That's why I don't want to fire you too often. That's why you're not on every episode.
So now, are you trying to take your time? You want to do this the right way, or you
Yeah.
like you want to aspire and just like are you going to go on like the X Factor coming up here
no,
soon?
no.
or,
I
like, The
think
Voice?
I think my like the route that I have like in my mind to do is just make music and like get gigs and just hopefully be able to make songs that people like and people could share and listen to them and just grow a fan base. Honestly, like grow like an independent fan base.
Yeah.
And then
We
whatever
got people
happens
listening.
after that.
I just
Oh, wow.
microphoned myself.
Well-
I was looking on Spotify. They say you got listeners all over Southern California, in Los Angeles, El Centro,
A couple,
Raleigh,
Very
even down in
cool.
Mexico. People in Mexico
yeah,
are
a
down
couple of
listening. Yeah,
there's like 2 of them in
Nice.
Mexico. So over there. yeah.
that's all
You got to
good.
start somewhere, you know,
Yeah.
one at a time.
Gracias.
Well, orale to those
Gracias.
listening down in Mexico.
Well, I have to tell you, I have children that I have twins and they're 15 and a half. And my daughter has been listening to music that's really similar to your stuff recently.
Oh,
so it's
okay,
really
cool.
resonating with the young kids. I mean, when I was growing up, we were like punker rebels, you know? So I'm like,
yeah.
God, these kids are like so sweet now. Like, it's awesome.
Thank you.
That's not,
You're
that's not
welcome.
the kids that I know.
Well, you know, but their music,
Jesus.
like,
You
have
live in
heard of
East
Bane?
County, that's
Bane's
why.
World or
Well,
whatever?
I've heard of them. I never really listened to music though.
Yeah, it's just really mellow music.
It's really like indie kind of, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
My daughter just went and saw him.
Oh, really?
Oh, I
Her
couldn't
first
hear
concert, Bane's World.
Bane's World.
Bane's World. I
Mhm.
thought I heard you say
Excellent.
wait.
Party on.
That's what I thought. I go, oh, I like this kid. He's got to go. He probably has funny parents, you know.
Oh, he's got some headbanging parents.
Oh man, you totally took me off my. I was
Oh,
like, where
I'm
were
so
we?
sorry.
Hold on, I'm coming back.
Not sorry. Not
I
sorry.
think that's about a time where we're like, I think it's song time.
I think
We
Is
should
it
do
song
one more.
time?
It's song time.
Aw.
He brought us roses. We may as well stop
That
and
one's
smell
more
them.
R&B.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's do it. Ooh, hello. Who is it?
I can take it already.
Somebody get that.
Hello, please leave a message after the tone.
That's easy to sync now.
Beep.
Here we go.
Again, you on the guitar?
No, that's the other beat.
Oh, okay.
Can you say that on the mic?
Oh, that beat is not mine. My friends sent it to me.
The guitar?
Everything, the whole beat. Yeah, I wish I did it, but no, I didn't.
Is this Che or Trey? Who
Produced it.
gave this?
Oh
to you?
no, that was one of my. I don't know him personally. One of my friends through him send that beat, and I was like, "Can I use the beat?" And then
So vicariously, we got a second musician here on the Dusty Futon,
Yep.
showcasing his stuff. That's kind of cool. What's his name? Do we have a name? Just question mark man.
no, well, Trey Black is the one that I got it through.
Che
I'm not
Black.
really sure of
Where he got
well,
it.
yeah. Right.
Told you I'd have lots of questions.
Love that bass.
Roses, roses, la da 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 da, la da la 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 la, da 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 da, la 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 la. To my surprise, you were someone new, ain't you? I guess all those lies are now painted true. Everyone was watching you rolling, but all my friends were talking about your friend. But I kept my eye on you. Yeah. False intentions, false designs, wrong decision in my mind. You got your life, I got mine. Don't need saving grace tonight. Roses, 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 da 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 da, roses.
You better be careful playing that song around the house because that's how babies are made.
I know, right?
That was good. That was really good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Definitely, that was much more R&B than the last one.
Yeah,
but
really.
really good. Nice. What was that one about? Roses.
That was a little bit more like personal experience. That one, I'm trying to remember the lyrics. Okay, yeah, that one's about like. Okay, that one.
Campbell soup.
He's like, I think he's debating on what he can and cannot say.
Choosing
exactly.
his words
See?
very carefully right here.
Yeah.
His words.
That's just what it's about.
I just want to put the person under blast, but I mean it's fine. It's about like
I'm gonna be rich and famous someday. Who the
No.
fuck
Yeah.
So
it's about like a person like me like giving I guess like all of myself to a person, like all the effort and everything, and then like
the one-way street deal.
yeah, and then
Ooh,
like
friend
just the
zone.
one-way street, and then like them saying like, oh, like I really appreciate, I like you, and then all of a sudden it's just like ghost mode after that from the other person.
They become
and
a
then
phantom.
and then it's just like
Man.
and then like it's just about like feeling like trapped and like saying that like they don't like deserve all that effort. That's basically what it is.
Yeah, the truth always comes out, right?
Right?
I
It's
mean,
like, what the fuck? I
Absolutely.
give you everything, and all of a sudden you just disappear, like Thanos snapped his fingers
Yeah.
or something.
You're like
It's
eating it up.
fuck.
and
Oh,
then
you
bam.
Spoiler
Fucking
alert.
nerd.
Totally.
Oh,
Hey,
If you
jeez,
haven't
he
seen
just
the Avengers
geeked
3, by
out.
the way.
Hey, Ricky, I did want to ask you one question
Yeah.
because I noticed I don't know if we were on mic or not, but you said you're in school or going to school.
Yeah, I'm going to school.
Are you going to pursue music in school or?
No, actually, at school, I'm going for criminal justice.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, you're gonna
Yeah.
be a badass criminal justice person.
You're gonna be like law enforcement.
You're
or you
gonna
going
have a lot to write about.
Yes.
I want to do like
corrections officer or something.
no, I
or-
want to do like if I do ever like get into that stuff, like forensics.
Oh wow.
nice.
Forensic science.
Yeah, kind
Interesting and
of
very.
like that.
Well, you
That's-
seem like a very deep person, anyways. With your lyrics are very
Yeah.
personal and stuff. I could see your.
And that's definitely a new angle you can add to it, talking about
Yeah.
like singing about forensic science.
Speaking of your lyrics,
sample, testing it for
Maybe it doesn't go
AIDS and
gold
other
first, I don't know.
follicles, or
Oh
something
my
like that.
God.
Oh, God,
No, you know what? There you go.
There's these things called metaphors. I believe he knows how to use them well.
Are those
Yeah.
the ones that have like and as in them?
Sure. Anyway, but I wanted to ask you about your
Yeah.
lyrics. Like, what do you write? Do you get the beats first and write lyrics to the beats, or do you already have?
Sometimes I think it honestly depends. Like sometimes I have an idea of what I want to write about, and then like I'll just write like words that rhyme, I guess, in a kind of a pattern.
They call that poetry.
Yeah, kind of poetry. Poetry, yes, exactly.
It's an
And
iambic
then-
pentameter.
And then like I'll get on the piano or the guitar and I'll come up with like chords, and then like I'll fit and then I'll fit the words into the song. Or it's usually easier if I have the song first and then I'll fit the words.
Yeah.
That's usually how it happens.
And so when you start writing, do you ask what Che or Trey?
Trey Black.
Trey Black. So do you ask Trey Black for beats and just
Mm-mm.
kind of send them? How does that exchange happen?
Well, that only happens if like there's a beat that I like, but usually it's all on the guitar and piano. It's rare that I use like beats like that.
So this is
It is.
interesting too, because I mean, like I said, I'm not from this type of background at all. So
Right.
do you go like shopping for beats? Like you're like, okay, this is
if I
this
get-
one, swipe right on this one.
if I get
swipe
sense-
left.
That's tender. Come on now, Tyler.
If I get like sent beats, then I'll choose. But like usually I don't really use any of them except that one. I was like, I can't pass up on that one. So like, I
Yeah.
kind of just took advantage of that one.
Do you
Yeah, I was
remember, Tyler, a couple of years ago, we started getting these private domain emails that had little clips of beats attached to them?
Yes, I still have some of those on my phone for some
That's
reason.
the emails that he gets. Like you get on
Oh.
email blasts, and that's from individual artists
That just
who
has
have their beats, and they'll send you one every day, every week,
Huh.
once a month, whatever. And then they also have links to their websites out there. Oh God, I can't remember off the top of my head. Like,
I don't know.
yeah, beat something or other that you can go to as a hip hop artist and shop beats, ones that you want to buy and use from other people, and you buy the licensing. But he gets them from his pub producer, I guess, and he gets you all the rights and the public and the ability to use these beats in your tracks.
I don't have to get the rights because like usually they send it to me personally so I can use them. So it's just like, oh, I made this cool beat, like you try using it. That's kind of how it is.
Okay.
And sometimes if it fits, then I'll use it. If not, then I don't really.
Yeah, and because he's got the words over the top of it, it belongs to him.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well, so does Trey produce all your stuff, or do you produce yourself? Or?
The last EP, well, my own EP that I have out, he did produce pretty much all of it.
Right on. And do you generally start? You said when you're writing a song, do you start with do you write it on a piano or a guitar? Or
I feel like whatever to me comes first, like a song on piano. It's usually on piano because piano to me is like it's easier for me. And it's more open, like it's more like I can fit more stuff into a piano chord, you know. So I usually write something on the piano first, and then I'll either take it to a guitar or just keep it on the piano.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Where did you learn how to play all these things?
The guitar, I first learned how to. When I first started learning how to play it, I took like a semester class in high school, and then after that, I didn't take it no more. So then I learned. So then like I finished learning it on the internet. And then the piano, I just kind of figured out that like it's the same chords as the guitar. So I just got a scale, like a paper scale of the piano. So like if I was playing like a G on the guitar, I kind of just figured out where the G was on the piano.
Okay.
That's how I learned piano.
That's completely backwards to the way I did it.
I was about to say that's about reverse engineering as you can get. That's the hard way to learn piano, son.
No,
that's the hard way.
I did piano like last. And then.
But he does, you know, he's right that the guitar and the piano are very similar. I mean, the fact that they're both percussion and string, but that everything's laid out there for you.
Yeah.
Every single note is there, and it's got a different finger placement for each of those. You just have to learn how to translate one from the other.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you know, learning Spanish from me, or if you come from Mexico and you're trying to learn English, it's the same thing. You know,
but honestly, I can't.
I don't see how it's the same thing at all.
It's a different language, you know.
That would mean it's so different.
I don't know. I don't think that's.
We just explained it right here, and he just said how he went from guitar to piano. I went from piano to guitar. That's how it's.
Yeah.
So we did it wrong, is what happened.
That doesn't matter how you got there. It doesn't
Ricky,
matter how you get from point A to point B. You just got to get there. I guess it would be point A to C, right?
Backwards.
What other point, you know?
So you perform. How often do you perform?
Not like consecutively. Usually, like the last couple of times, it's been like 2-3 months in between.
Oh wow!
Usually, yeah.
So when was the last time you performed?
Last month.
Okay, in May.
In May, it was like May 12th, I think, something like that.
Okay, and do you share these when these shows come up? How do you get the word out to them?
To like the audience?
Yeah, to people.
Your friends and family.
A lot of times they already like have like flyers and everything out. So he's like,
cool.
so they're like, so like there are events that like I get like invited to play at, right?
Okay.
So like they already have like a flyer and like my name on it, and they have a bunch of stuff like, so they kind of like put it out there on Instagram and Twitter and all that stuff. So it's really
well, that's awfully nice. That fucking doesn't happen down here. They're like, you promote and then we'll put you on this flyer.
Well, he'll find out soon enough because he's going to be moving down here. So those of you in the San Diego area, be on the lookout. Every so often, Ricky Garcia is going to be putting out there.
Hopefully,
Ricky Garcia is going to be putting out.
He's going to be putting it out there. He's going to be out there doing his doing his thing.
He just can't stop.
And
right?
don't bring your girlfriend because she'll be pregnant by the end of the night.
Whoa, baby,
so,
making music.
So one thing, real quick before we start to close, what would you say, like for somebody who's just starting? Who has the aspiration but not necessarily the direction? what word of encouragement would you give them?
I mean, I don't even think I have the direction, but like personally, like I think it's just like starting. I think that's like the hardest part because like after, at least me, like it took me a while to like start the whole thing, but once I started it, it was kind of like a roller coaster. Like I just wanted to keep going, keep going, keep going. And like for me, the reason I think why it's so important to me is because like that's like to me like that's like my voice, I guess. Like because like I have a speech problem, so it's like, but whenever I sing, I don't really like have that problem anymore.
Yeah, I noticed
Isn't
that.
Therapy.
Yeah,
Is it so? What is it? Just a slur to your speech?
It's stutter.
You stutter.
A lot.
Huh.
But right now I don't know why I'm really calm.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't get that at all from you so
Wow,
far.
yeah.
It's like Ozzy.
45 minutes.
You ever seen Ozzy play? Like,
But
he doesn't
usually
skip a
I
beat on
stutter a
stage.
lot.
Yeah.
Ever since I was a little baby. Yeah.
So you must be very comfortable then right here, I hope.
Well, that's
Yeah,
the
I'm very
goal of the
comfortable.
Dusty Futon is to make you
That's
feel
right.
as
Yeah, but,
comfortable
like,
as possible.
Obviously, whenever I sing, I don't stutter. So that's kind of like it was a way like to express things I couldn't really say, I guess.
So music is kind of a form of
That's
therapy
great.
almost.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is really therapy to me. Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Do we have more music?
Unfortunately, we don't, because this young man is still new to the scene.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good thing, though. It's a
I
good thing
know.
you've obviously, you say you don't have direction, but I think you do.
I do too.
You've obviously come a long way from point A, and now you're like at A point B. You're still getting there.
Yeah.
You got
Yeah,
a lot of
he's
time to
figuring
do
it-
it, and
he's
keep doing
figuring
what
it
you're
out.
doing.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And I like that you're using all different aspects and trying to approach different angles, because you
Thank
don't want
you.
to pigeonhole yourself.
Right,
and
right.
It's really
Yeah.
good. But
Thank
thank you
you.
for coming out here on the Dusty Futon.
Thank you guys for
Thanks hanging out with
That
us.
was great
and
having you.
serenading us.
Hi, Ricky.
Right? It's getting a little warm over here on this side. It's like
It's a little imperial over here.
Is that why it's so warm up in Imperial?
Hey,
That's
it was
what.
No,
110 there.
that's not why. It's been hot all the time.
Well, again,
Ricky's like,
thank you
"It's
for coming
'cause
out here.
I was
Again,
here."
Ricky Garcia, you can find him on Spotify. He's got his album Letters. He's also got Alone, the single, up there for you guys to listen to. So subscribe, put him up on your playlist and stuff. Give him a listen. He's got good things coming for him.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Can't wait to hear more.
Thank you.
I wish we had more.
I know.
Always craving more.
Always.
I'm sorry. Next time I'll bring
No.
more.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Next time.
It'll
There will
leave
be a
him
next
wanting
time.
more.
Yeah. They'll be stalking you.
There should be a
trying to
next time
find
because you're going to be moving down here, and we want to know what
Yeah.
Ricky Garcia is doing. in the
Yeah.
future.
Yeah.
Keep
Like
us
a time
posted.
capsule, right? Like 3 years from now, we're going to open this up.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm
Where is
moving.
Ricky?
I'm moving in next Thursday.
Oh,
Nice.
Just coming.
What's your
Thursday.
target area? Where are you
Nice.
looking at?
I'm gonna be living in Mesa.
Mesa. La Mesa?
La Mesa. Huh?
La Mesa. So that's
Oh,
kind
very
of
cool.
near Big John's old
Yeah.
stomping grounds.
Yeah.
La Mesa. That's actually not too far away from me either. I
Nope.
think that's
not.
like kind of like college area.
Yeah, right.
Are you going to state?
Yep.
San Diego State?
No, for a year I'm gonna be at Grossmont, and then hopefully.
Grossmont's a
And
good
then-
college.
It is.
Yes, it is.
I took my radio broadcasting there.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Mhm.
And you can tell I learned a lot. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
fake it
Yeah,
till you make it, right?
He's forgotten most of
Yeah.
it since then. He
What?
did learn a lot at the time. But,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
Once upon
Either
a
way,
time.
yeah, we can't wait to welcome you here to our stomping
Yes.
grounds here in San
Thank you, I
Diego. And
appreciate
again,
it.
thank you for coming out. To
I appreciate it,
the
guys.
Futon.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Ricky Garcia.
I like to just leave it running. It's
I
fine. See how uncomfortable I can
The
make it.
ham
You never
bones
know.
here.
Sometimes it's like that last little verbal diarrhea that slips out at the end that's like pure gold. And you're just like,
Like,
okay, I'm
yeah.
glad we kept recording.
The gold
Yeah,
diarrhea.
that's
What?
it.
And
Cool.
That was awesome, guys.
was so much fun.
Thank you.
Do an intro.
Is that live or that's not wasn't live, right?
Well, the whole thing was live on Facebook, on YouTube. Yeah.
But like the actual like the recording.
Well, it's still going. It's going to go until 7:30 tonight. It's a Facebook live video.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, people watching now can watch it. You can actually go on later on because you can catch up. You can watch it from the beginning, can't you?
Well, I'm not going to make that available.
Oh, okay. So
It's just strictly live right now.
the
So
episode
it's-
itself is going to get released.
Yeah, what I'm going to be doing is editing it up so that it sounds better, so that things flow better.
Cool.
I'll
And
ship
when we're
that
talking
out.
over each other.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
I'm going to make it a smoother process. Not really.
This is main guest. Whoever's going to be doing the most talking.
Jules.
Yep. Then that's going to be for you. This is the Jules throne.
All right. You guys.
I mean, you've got 3 mics. You can like experiment and kind of go, all
I'm
around.
ready for my close-up.
So we just got headphones here, and
Should I be like LA?
What?
So LA.
Just do it.
Hi.
Just do it. You're live. We've got.
Are you looking at me? Don't look at me. But you said you're all baloney.
What? You're gonna what?
And I'm like, oh my god, I love baloney.
Pick a
right?
side. Yeah, that's the right way. Can you hear me?
Can
Yeah.
you hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you now.
You have a beautiful voice, by the way.
Why? Thank you very much.
This is working. I'm glad I came already.
Wait, are you saying you already came?
He's in love.
Maybe.
Wow, that was quick.
Well,
A little quickie before the show.
The bathroom's down the hall. Might want to get cleaned up before you go. So anyway, all right, we are here on the Dusty Futon.
Hi.
We haven't paired up in quite a while.
No. How are you doing, Big John?
I'm doing good. I kind of stopped hosting, but I have to host this young lady because we opened the season with Ronnie Lee.
Yes, we did.
And it was
which
just Ronnie Lee.
Jules Welpton plays with Ronnie
Yes.
as well. Just for our viewers.
It seems like she wants to explain herself.
I just want to apologize. Sometimes my foot slips.
That's okay.
When it's on the brake in your car. That's a problem. I don't know.
It happens. And you just roll right into the vehicle.
Well,
in front
you
of
know.
you.
Just
But
so
that's
you know.
okay. Yeah, there's probably a lawsuit pending, so we're just going to let that one go.
That's okay.
Which one?
Yeah, anyway, I'm absolutely intrigued by you. I've been following you on Facebook and Instagram,
Oh,
and
thank you.
You play just about every type of instrument.
I play anything with strings.
Yes.
More specifically, anything with a G string.
So you're saying you're AC/DC, baby. Anyway.
Prove it.
Yeah, and I know, right? Cam, get over here. Oh, wait.
Danger, Will Rogers.
So what got you into the string instrument? Were you a violinist at first?
I was.
Yeah.
I
Not that I'm stalking you or
Oh,
anything.
please do.
Totally is.
Hashtag
Totally
that blonde bassist.
Yes, no shit.
I actually.
I'm here to tell you. You can go to if you're looking at us right now, you can see how gorgeous she is.
There you
I
go.
have to like sit up straight.
Right.
If you got
if
it,
your
flop
if your grandmother's watching, you better do that.
She might. You never know. No, I've been playing violin since I could walk, and I actually have a degree in Baroque violin.
Ooh.
Wow.
I never get called to play that. So I figured bass is a good way to kind of make some money and kind of stand out. And I think it was 8th grade. Someone handed me a bass, and I was like, "Oh, okay." I can
Now,
do
bass
this.
is just reverse tuning of a violin.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
So it was hand in hand,
Ding.
you know.
Yeah, very cool.
The Tyler's looking at me like, "How the fuck did you just know that?"
I just
And
learned
Darren,
that.
I know.
I'm over here fucking taking notes. This is great. I'm like, continue.
Yeah.
So anyway, go on.
No, that's basically the story. I've been trading off violin, bass. I picked up guitar a little bit to kind of do something different. But when I teach, it causes you to learn a new skill, and part of those new skills, learning cello, viola, guitar, electric guitar, classical guitar. You just kind of it's all like a building block,
So don't let the blown out hair and the rocker lifestyle just make you looks. I don't know where I was going with that.
I don't either.
Don't let it confuse you, because that's what I was going. Yeah. Don't let it. I just got
Yeah.
lost in your.
That you can't judge a book by the cover thing. Is what
Yeah,
you're saying?
that's what I was going for, because this
so
girl's
pretty.
smart and you got a degree now.
Right, and then we have Hambone over
so
here.
collegiate.
Yeah, Look
Yes.
at you go. So now you're in this new project
Yes.
called The Rough.
The Rough.
That's at The Rough Music on Facebook.
It is.
And
we've got-
Instagram.
and Instagram.
Mhm.
Okay.
Same.
And we've got another part of the band, Darren.
Yep. Darren Sater, I play drums.
Play drums. The sticks and the skins.
The best part.
That's what I play. That's what I play too. So
Right
the rhythm section.
Yeah, you got the rhythm section.
Oh yeah,
happening right now.
Speaking of the rhythm section, another bass player just walked in.
Lindsay Manfredi.
Boom.
Running in the house. John somewhere.
I'm right here.
He's probably in a bathroom. So you might
Wrong John. Wrong John.
So how long has the rough been together?
With Jules, it's been not very long. What, a couple months?
Yeah, I'd say since April, late April.
Okay.
Yeah. And the project it's fairly new even prior to Jules.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was Drew and I, and then we had his brother on board for about a year.
And Drew's the guitarist?
Yeah, and he's
on his way.
Yeah, he's a few minutes behind typical.
Oh, he's gonna join us. That's awesome.
See the rhythm section's on time.
Now, is he the one with the music?
He'll probably have the music with him. Yeah.
Okay, because
sure
it's kind of important part of the Dusty
I would say
Futon,
so. Yeah.
You know, is to listen.
We'll
to
make sure we put him on the spot live the second.
Oh
he
yeah.
walks in.
Oh yeah.
Shove a mic in his face and say, "Where's the music?"
Oh, that's
Sit down and give me your
Yeah.
thumb drive.
Yeah, pretty much.
Kim, now talk to him while I get this loaded up.
Yeah.
I can do that. I can do that.
I will say, for the most part, he's pretty professional. As far as getting here on time, well, that'll be his one.
Well,
we'll give him a little bit of leeway there.
Usually it's me.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah.
I'm getting exploded.
I
Who
got
is
dinged. I got dinged. I heard it.
Lucky
So-
I never get dinged.
So
that? You know, it's because you're the drummer.
I was gonna say
You never get titled. It's always the guy in the back who plays the drums.
I thought it was the bass player that has that curse.
Yeah, well, that's only if you're a
That's
guy.
Oh,
right. Not at that blonde basis. That's for sure.
No, if you're a girl and you play bass, everyone's like, "Ooh, holy shit!"
Mhm.
This is
Kind of like that.
you sound like Eddie Lee, but you look better.
Oh,
My little Rush reference there.
there you go. So, Darren, how'd you start off playing the drums, or did you
Shit. How much time do we have?
just go?
We've
baby?
got plenty of time. I can edit you out as much as I want to get rid of him.
Okay, well,
Right.
If you start droning on, I'll be like, "Nah, fuck this guy."
I was gonna say make a mental note.
What was it your first instrument?
It was, yeah. No one in my family plays music at all. In 7th grade, I was actually growing up. I was really into art. In 7th grade, for my elective, I had picked art for like my one cool class or whatever.
Mhm.
And I'd
Cool
gotten
class.
my the one where I got to get stoned and get an GPA.
Yeah,
in other
exactly.
words. And then I got my schedule from my
It's
counselor.
a dolphin, man.
Yeah. That's what I was hoping
Abstract.
for. So the counselor gives me this thing, and it says that my 3rd period elective says beginning band on it, and I'd signed up for advanced art. So right away I was like, "What?" Long story short, there was a glitch. So I had 2 weeks of this class, whether I liked it or not. Again, showing up to class stoned out of my mind. The teacher's like, and I told him I didn't want to rent any brass or anything. I see all these fucking dorks with like clarinets and all this, and I'm like, I'm not doing it. And the guy's like, "Well, it was a 1976 Slingerland snare drum in the corner with an old set of ProMark sticks all beat up." And he's like, "Look, just beat on these for 2 weeks. I'll give you an A, push you into your art class." Well, after the 2 weeks, my other buddies that were supposed to be in the art class too, I was doing better progressively at the drums, and the teacher's like, "Why don't you stick around? You know, I think you're onto something." So I was never supposed to play.
Wow.
Ever. Yeah. That like talk about a fork in the
Actually,
road. Yeah.
You were actually is how it turns out. You know?
Pretty crazy. Yeah. It changed like literally in the entire course of my life for the most part. So
Why do
That's
you like
something.
stalker mode over there, Tyler? There we go.
I'm all
Awesome. So, did you have other bands before the Rough?
Yeah.
Together.
Yeah, I had bands growing up. My very, very, very first band was like in my parents' garage with a buddy, Brandon Goodrich. Shout out. I'm sure you've seen Brandon at the Navajo. Great bass player. It was called Wingnut, and we would just do punk covers of like No Effects and Pennywise, a lot of the Fat Records and that kind of skate punk scene. And then my first like serious project was called Bankers Hill that I was in again with Brandon and my buddy Scott Holst. He's doing solo stuff now. Did that for about 4.5 years. And then I drummed in another band called Skipjack. They're a really active punk band in town right now as well.
Very cool.
Yeah. So essentially two serious bands prior to this and another Rough. Yeah.
So what made you decide to branch out and do this?
I was on a break, actually, to be honest with you. After Bankers and Skipjack had kind of fizzled out for me, I was kind of mentally done, to be honest. I mean, not done drumming
Just burnt out on the.
Right.
Yeah, there's just a lot of strings attached. I mean, not to knock anyone, but it's a lot of work. It's a lifestyle for sure.
Keeping a band in and of itself is really tough to do.
You're
It's a
married
lot.
to each other.
It's
really.
very rough.
I was waiting for that. Yeah, you get 3 of those before I turn into a beetle and like fly away. Yeah, so you got one down.
All right. Wait,
yeah.
beetle? I don't know. Was that
Beetlejuice?
Okay, that was the
Yeah.
Beetlejuice.
Well,
Okay, that was cute.
Yeah. I forgot the second half of that.
So
Normally
close.
about this point we get into music, but I want to know
No
how
problem.
you guys met and how the relationship of you Jules being part of this new project.
It actually started at the Navajo, where a lot of things start, it seems like. They've got this really cool open jam on Thursdays, and I was kind of in and out. I was living up in Huntington Beach, and now I'm kind of back in here in the San Diego scene. So I went and kind of got reacquainted with the San Diego musicians, and I had never met Darren before. So we jammed on a song, and then he's like, "Whoa,
yeah,
this,
that's usually
this
the
girl
kind of
can
response.
actually like sort of play, I guess. Like she's all right." So
Yeah, that's typically the reaction. No,
mhm.
no, like everyone's blown away by you because they always underestimate you.
I don't know about that, but
I do.
long story short, they had a bass player who was, had a lot of commitments. So, and we still love Mike, and I have big shoes to fill, so I'm trying to fill them.
Nice.
Right on.
Yeah, no, yeah. Well, I didn't know.
Dead
she was
air.
I don't know. I want to talk about some of your music, but we
so
don't
that'll
have
be
it.
the editing part that we were talking about.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm gonna edit the fuck out of this right
No,
now.
it was more of a timing thing, I think, too, as well. I mean, Jules has tons of talent and she's awesome. She's a great person, but it really was like the universe loves me because Drew practically fell into my lap, same as Jules.
Cool.
I live right up the street from Navajo, so it's kind of like my local, like my watering hole.
So is it just a 3-piece right now?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just us 3, and we're, the band is young, so
Now, are you okay? So let's
Who
get into
sings?
the style because you've been punk pretty much your whole drumming career
for the most part, yeah.
and you've been like a harder rock kind of girl, right?
I've been all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's true. You started with the violin, so you've been all.
Uh-huh.
So this is a punk band, right?
Yeah, I would say, and the thing with that, it's touchy because if you talk to person A and said punk band and person B and said punk band, depending on how they grew up and the bands they listen to,
Mhm.
some people say punk's not even a genre, it's a lifestyle, yada yada
Oh
yada.
God, that was so like 80s.
Well, that's the
Yeah.
thing. So it just and there's so many subgenres of
Yeah.
punk, so it's kind of like do we have punk influences? Sure, but we have rock, we have funk, there's soul, there's all these different
Mhm.
sprigs of all these different sounds. And it's a tough nut to crack, to be able to try to mix all those things without sounding jumbled,
Yeah.
so it's not something that you can easily do. You want to sound original, but you want to sound thorough.
Yeah, and it can be difficult because you got to put yourself in a genre.
Totally.
You know.
Yeah. No,
It's a challenge.
it can get tricky. I would say that the newer stuff you can definitely feel a lot more rock influence in it. But yeah, we're excited about it for sure.
Right on. I'm excited to hear it.
Me
Big
too.
John.
I'm very excited. I'm waiting very
Fuck is
I'm
Drew.
so good.
impatiently waiting.
When we went outside to greet you, he had just called and said he was about 20.
Oh, I
Cool.
thought we were gonna prank call him.
We should.
Ooh,
Whose phone number doesn't he know?
I can plug your cell phone in.
He'll be like, dude, yeah, I just talked to Kim. I'm a little behind.
I don't know about the headphone part though. We wouldn't be able to hear it in the head. We would only be able to. There you go.
Always thinking
Shall I?
these guys.
I'll
Yeah.
call
These
him.
jokers.
That microphone to your left is live.
If you star 67 it, someone told me
So
that.
should I have him on
Is
speaker?
it star 67?
Yeah, star 67.
There we go.
No, you didn't star 67 it. Oh.
He knows. He's gonna
Where's
know
the
who
speaker?
it's from.
It's on the bottom, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Darren never listens to me.
Jumbo
Hi,
slice.
this is Darren.
You're
He
live
can't
on.
hear us.
You're live on the air.
He can't hear us.
That's
You have
true,
to yell
everybody.
at him.
True. Isn't he fantastic?
Is he at the door?
Is that him?
As Lynn's?
Oh, okay. He just hung up on us.
Drew
He
is way
did.
different looking.
No, he couldn't
Oh, that
see.
was a-
He couldn't hear us talking in the microphone. He could only hear whatever you were saying. So he probably thought you were butt dialing him.
Probably.
Wouldn't be the first time.
And here I was talking in the mic.
I know you were
I
like
know, we
trying
all
to
were.
talk to
We
him.
had it all confused. Yeah.
I was trying to tell you and clarify, but
I
your
was
guys
like-
like, oh hey, how's it going, Drew?
I was yelling out the front door.
How many musicians does it take to make
Yeah.
a prank call?
Jesus. Oh, I gotta engineer everything.
Oh,
No kidding.
that's
Yeah.
all right.
It's fun,
That's why
though.
you're here.
Well, you know what? This is my strong point. I love engineering.
We appreciate you guys having us for sure. This is cool.
Yeah,
We're happy you were able to make it. We
Absolutely.
worked it out. It's
It's
great.
it's a lot of fun. Like doing this is so much fun. Just talking to new musicians and everything, and just
Yeah.
finding out how people do what they do and why they do what they do.
Mhm.
Formation.
Mhm.
If you guys want, I can be like an interim Drew, like the understudy.
You're just gonna
Sure.
answer random questions for Drew.
Drew, did you bring the music?
you
Of course
hear?
I did. Yes, I brought the music, but it's
Hey,
not their
Drew.
music.
He
Oh,
brought the
Drew
music.
did.
He's got the music in
Drew
me.
did.
I'm Drew. I'm an alternative lifestyle rodeo clown.
It's Tyler Drew over here.
And by alternative lifestyle, you mean you just like to party.
Oh yeah, all
Yeah.
day long.
Huggy, 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 huggy.
I got the sound effects.
Where's your slide whistle?
Oh, he did bring that.
Oh my God.
Who was on? Who did those? Electric Mud? Were they the ones playing with those?
I don't know. Were they?
Or was it a?
Was it
Night
Electric Mud?
Shadow?
Oh no, it was Night Shadow.
Night
Oh, it was
Shadow?
Night Shadow.
Yeah, we
Okay.
brought on a heavy
Yeah, we
That
actually
was
we
awesome.
actually had them in the studio. No,
Whoa.
freaking didn't Ronnie play with one?
No, Ronnie didn't do it. It was Night Shadow.
It was just
Wow.
Night
Yeah, 'cause
Shadow.
I was like, I loved your noodling solos. I want to see if you can do it on slide whistle.
Yeah,
So
that's right, the
put
slide whistle
challenge up to
solo.
him, and it went off just
Aw.
as I thought it would.
You should have
Glorious.
given it to Ronnie and see what would have happened.
Mm.
Knowing her, she'd probably make it work.
Yeah, probably figure it out.
6 minutes.
6 minutes.
6 minutes.
Jesus. Okay, so
Do you guys want some pizza? There's
Yeah, I know,
pizza in
right?
the-
Pretty good, actually. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
I like
before I
that
came.
side. That was
Okay,
fun.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's
That's
talk
lovely.
about some other shit. Now, you guys are a pretty young band. So how long have you been? Are you working on an album right now?
We are working on some pre-production. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
what do you
Very
got?
cool.
Stuff.
Like, how many tracks have you got in the bin right now, ready to roll?
We're
Like, not 100%.
we're-
For recording,
Yeah, ready to record.
I think we're gonna record about 4 for like a 4-song EP.
Okay.
Right
If
on.
I'm not mistaken.
And that would be you guys collaborating, the three of you.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Yeah,
gonna be
we're
this
gonna-
this version of the rest.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
And I had a point.
You had a
I
point.
lost it.
Uh-oh.
that blonde
Oh.
bassist.
That-
Yeah. There she
Hashtag
is in the
that-
flesh.
That fake one.
It's
Um,
platinum. It's platinum blonde by birth.
But out of left field, she'll like pop some calculus and some algebra on you out of nowhere.
I know when the roots
scientific-
roots grow, like I start learning things.
She gets
Oh,
smarter.
becomes
So technically,
clear.
she'll be smarter by the end of this interview.
At this-
Yeah.
Let's save all the fancy
Well-
questions towards the end.
Well, that's good because you're gigging tonight. Yeah.
Yeah.
We are gigging tonight.
We're at the Murrow tonight. If anyone's in Hillcrest,
Oh, that's true. We are live, so there might be
There you
somebody
go.
watching. I don't know. Maybe I should check.
And with who else? Avenue Army is playing with the guys.
Avenue Army,
tonight.
punch,
Punch
card.
Card.
Yep.
Right
Ooh,
on.
Get out of my head.
Yay, absolutely nobody's watching us.
Well, then
Fucking
those.
losers.
Oh my gosh. Well, we are
Jesus.
enjoying ourselves, so you
Oh,
guys are
yeah.
missing
Fine.
out.
They're really missing out.
Well,
I'm just glad this couch isn't black.
you
Yeah, I
would have
know,
blended
you would
right
be
in.
so-
You would just be hair, Jules.
Just
like
a floating head. You're like,
It'd be like this green screen you.
Jesus. So
That would be awesome. I feel, man.
so have you laid anything down yet? Are you guys getting studio time? Where are you working out of? Like, what's the deal on that? What's your process right now?
We're about to do some pre-pro in beginning of July. And then we're looking at different studios.
I gotta say that's the industry talk for pre-production.
Pre-pro.
Just so you know. Just so you know. I'm looking right at Tyler. Just so you know, Tyler.
write that shit down.
Pre-pro.
Anyway, go on.
And
Beginning
then
of July.
I think we're looking at recording in August.
Nice.
So we should have something out. I hope by fall. We like to move fast.
Yeah,
we
that
like
would
to
be
do
really
things.
fast.
So I mean, we already went to Arizona.
Nice.
I saw that. That's right.
Yeah.
I joined the
Super
band and
cool.
we're all like, okay, we're gonna go tour. Oh, okay.
Oh shit. That's a
That
hard-working
works.
band. That's how
That
you.
works.
That's how you can make some money selling merch on the road, and you also really learn about the band and who you're working with. And obviously, if you guys did a tour right away and you're still here, and you've got Drew, even though he's late, he's still showing up. Hopefully,
Technically still in the band. Yeah.
yeah. You guys, for
We need
now,
him for the next
technically,
20
yeah.
minutes so we
For
can get
now.
your music on. I'm
but
kidding. I'm totally-
but to say that you're still together after that early getting into a little tour, that's pretty impressive. So
Yeah, and shout out to Tucson. I got to be honest.
Yeah.
Prior to going out there, I really was like, oh man, I'd never been out there, and I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
It's just this tiny little desert town, and you're kind of like, it was weird. We were like driving from where we were staying, and we're like driving out, and it kind of felt like we were driving through like a like Chula Vista kind of residential, just like cruising, and I'm like, where is this fucking bar? You know, we're just like driving. It's hot, you know. It just kind of feel, you know, it's different. It's different. And then we pull up to like kind of their main drag, and then it was like North Park on a Saturday night out of nowhere.
Wow.
Like, just like 25 people crossing the street, all these bars, all these like it was crazy. So there is a little bit of a scene out there, believe it or not, and we got a great response from the people at Tucson. It was
Super
awesome.
cool.
One of the bands that we had played with, they had played with us here. That's how we met them.
Cool.
They're called In Lessons. Look them up. They're rad.
Mhm.
Yeah, and they hooked us up. We had played with them here, and they're like, you guys should come out whenever. And a lot of bands talk, you know, a lot of bands get a couple Jack and Co. Oh yeah, dude, let's do it. And no one ever follows through. And Drew, I got to give it up to him if he was here. I'd praise him, but he's not, so fuck him.
I have a feeling this
listen.
episode's he's gonna walk in. He's like, oh, I got the music.
Yeah.
KT, we just finished. The next band's coming on. You got to go. Sorry, brother.
Yeah,
Save it for next
I gotta
year.
get Lindsay to the airport. I gotta
Yeah, you got to leave in like an hour.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Welcome to
Ish. Something like
Crazy
that.
town.
Yeah, we got
Crazy
another
town,
band
you
at
can
6:30, so
man.
he's got a half hour to get here.
Drew might end up being a part of that band.
Maybe
actually.
we'll put him in with Tugboat. Oh,
Yeah.
I think
I
he would
don't-
have
I
a
think
good time with
they're
them.
happy with their band.
They're very happy.
Okay, so do you, now that you're performing tonight, have you performed before?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So where, like, do you have any kind of regular appearance? Like, where do you normally show up at the Marrow? What other, do you go to the Bancroft?
We played there. We're playing Navajo. Speaking of the hoe, that's what I call it.
The hoe. Everybody. It's the hoe.
It's the
It's
hoe.
the hoe
And if you go there, you will know.
for sure.
Oh.
Yeah.
We got some rappers in here.
Oh my God. Who knew? Who knew?
Oh, snap.
Now we got a drummer too.
I think
Crackle.
we've got a couple. Oh,
I
here he
see
comes.
I see a really
Drew.
good
There's
looking
another
man
drummer.
walking up to your front door right now.
Is his name Drew?
It's actually hashtag I am Drew Smith.
Hashtag I am really late.
Hashtag I hope you brought a thumb
Hashtag
drive.
I am Drew Smith. That's late with the thumb drive.
You got to.
He goes.
Yeah, and that was.
I swear to God, I just saw a little puff of smoke behind him as he flew through the air.
It was a cameo.
Yeah, it was like quick appearance. He's
He's
like,
all,
"Hey guys,
"Bam."
nice to
Yeah.
meet you. I'm out of here."
Bada bing.
Everybody know that.
Aw.
Nobody's heard his voice yet.
Oh, you'll know when he gets on the mic.
So, quick question: do you guys have anything planned for August 25th? Because I know a band from Phoenix that needs an opening band at Bancroft.
don't we have something?
we
No, I'm sorry,
actually-
August 9th. August 9th. I don't know why I keep doing August
Oh,
25th.
you're hitting
You're
like.
so funny. Both those dates were booked.
Yeah.
Actually,
Are you
Yeah.
serious?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's like
Yeah.
Thursdays.
Yeah.
No, they're actually like Fridays.
I know. I think the show
Or no.
is a Thursday.
Yeah, the 9th is a Thursday, but
Yeah, the August 9th is the 25th is a Saturday. Yeah, the August 9th is my cousin knows a band who's coming in from Phoenix that they're going to be
Dang.
playing at the Bancroft and they need an opening band.
Yeah, the band, the show for the 9th technically hasn't been like released yet, so we can't really.
Right.
and
It's not-
same with the
Well, no,
25th.
this
too.
is all being cut out right now, so don't worry about any of what.
Oh, we can say whatever we want.
Yeah, I can cut things out. Except for right now, it's going all over YouTube Live.
Well, let's really
but-
talk
Hi.
about how we feel about Drew. I mean, you know, I was kind
I'm
of wearing the
Jules.
face before, and now it's
Yeah. Well, you know,
clearly late.
he
I like
might
lobster dinners.
actually- and she's
Long
single.
walks on the beach.
She's single, guys.
Yep.
Hit her up. She'll take.
Single,
she'll,
ready to mingle.
she'll always take out one date with you.
Maybe.
Let you
We'll
cheat.
see.
Yeah. yeah. You like the free lobster
Maybe
meals, right?
maybe like
As
3
long as
months
it's
from now.
Red Lobster, right?
Can you not play any of the music off of any any musical platforms, like any Spotify or anything like that? or no?
I can, but I always
It
like
won't
to, I need
sound
to
good.
make sure I have
Gotcha.
the MP3s for
Gotcha.
because what I'm going to do, instead of trying to rip it off of anything, and when I actually do the production, the
You'll
post
have the
production,
actual file.
yeah, that way
Gotcha.
it carries on all of your music and transfer it. 'Cause I can play it right now through the headphones, but you know, it's like I don't wanna.
I don't want
Hey,
to.
y'all, quit telling me how to do my job or get the fuck off my couch.
Bring the fucking music. This ain't my couch, at least.
I have a question for Jules.
I have an
because
answer.
That's
Hopefully
what
it
I'm hoping
applies.
for. Because Darren said like he didn't have any musical influences in his home, and it was a fluke thing that he ended up playing the drums because of the situation with those school administrators.
Mhm.
So, and you said since you could walk, you had a
Mhm.
violin in your hand. So how did that come about?
I saw Mickey Mouse playing it on TV, and I was like, man, I really want to play that.
You know what? I believe that. Is that really a true story?
Mhm.
Wow. Yeah,
Yep.
we were bought and sold by Disney.
It's interesting that way.
Kind of like a Disney kid.
Yeah, no, and I definitely been playing all different styles since I can remember because I've just loved all kinds of music,
Yeah.
So definitely the last original project I was in, that was kind of our goal, Daddy Issues. We tried to make literally all these verses and different styles like tangos and funk music, and then we'd always have like a rock punk chorus.
Very
So,
cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, well, currently residing in the Where Are They Now files. Huh? They got no jewels.
What's that noise?
What?
It's the ghetto bird.
It's a plane.
It's Drew not being
It's a
here.
bird.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, Drew.
Oh, Drew. And the parking, there was like no parking. It's like fluky out there too.
He should have
It's
just
always
illegally
parking.
parked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have just had
Hazards
time
on.
for sure.
That's what I would have done.
Well, you're a little rebel.
He's only gonna be here for 30 minutes, for God's sakes.
When's the next band come?
6:30.
That's okay. We'll have plenty of time to chat still.
Yeah, but we want to play the songs.
I
too.
know. I want to hear them.
Yeah, I want to hear what you guys
anything.
sound like. I keep hearing this punk stuff going on here.
I know. I love
Yeah, because I want to make sure that I play a song that he's actually going to bring me.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah,
that,
that's another request.
yeah,
That's funny.
so that when I have the file later, it's not like I'm trying to. play
I
over
know
a
what
different
songs
song.
he'll probably end up wanting to play. I mean, it's up to you if you want to wait for him to bring it, if he ever even comes. You might have got so scared you just left. I don't know.
Why would you get scared?
He walked in and we
not-
were
I
like,
have that effect
we all
on
like
me.
I'm
barked at
sitting
him.
down. Like I'm not that big when I'm sitting down. Am I?
That's true.
I'm sure he'll be back momentarily here.
Go find him.
You can move that microphone out of the way.
No.
The one that's standing right there.
I'd like to give him a round of
Drew.
applause. I mean, he
Right.
is walking in. So let's go.
Can you email me the music? Yeah. Email it to admin@dustyfuton.com.
And we need someone with a beautiful voice on the microphone because Jules and I just aren't cutting it. So
What?
You're mean.
Those are fighting words.
She's like, I have a beautiful voice. I know it.
Hi.
there's that Mickey Mouse influence again.
Right?
This is going to be a lot of cutting and editing for me.
That's what he's saying.
Aw.
We're a lot of work.
You're like, you are not welcome back. Thanks
Whenever
for
a
coming.
woman's involved, it's always a lot of work.
Hey.
Thank you. God,
That's the truth.
you walked in. Now the numbers
Jesus.
were dominant.
Yeah, I know, right? Not really, because Lindsay's in here and Allie's
Hey there,
here.
man. How's it going?
Damn it.
Yeah.
You're like,
See?
what was that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and she's a bassist too. So this girl's got attitude. She's got the toot.
Two
Seriously.
of them in one house.
I know, right? And they're
Jesus.
both wearing black
Oh
too.
my lord!
What else do you
Holy
wear?
Shit.
Came to the right house.
All right. Awesome. We'll see you in a little bit.
Is that the turbo guys? I gave him my number.
Are they nice?
Yeah, they're fun guys.
Are they hot?
Oh, Jesus.
They're full of sexual
I
innuendos. I'll
can't
you
tell
that.
if you're like serious with stuff like that sometimes. I love
I
it.
just like making reactions.
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
It's
Okay,
one of
cool.
my
Send it.
pastimes.
Music has
All right,
been
cool.
sent
Go ahead and take a
by
seat next to.
Drew, you're good.
Yes. Don't
Have a
worry. Hey,
seat.
don't worry about it, man. We're all fun and games here. Just throw on those headphones and put that microphone near your teeth.
Start yapping. We're ready to hear from you.
I broke my toe.
Oh, he broke his toe a couple hours ago.
Oh,
True
my
story.
God, that's the worst.
He
Really?
was at a pool party.
My big toe.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's taped to my little toe, or my middle.
He said it happened just after he peed. We're gonna get it. We're gonna hear the ref today. I'm not kidding. It's
This
like a
is like
mission. I'm on a
story of
mission.
my life.
You know, when it rains and pours, is that kind of thing situation? You know, it's all good. It's the anticipation. I'll talk about that. This is Bill. I'm like super excited. I mean, I was anyways, but
Updated the sharing
a little extra.
Oh my gosh. Why didn't you just give him the Dropbox?
You just give him the Dropbox.
Okay.
You give him the Dropbox. I'm not gonna give him the Dropbox.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
What?
Damn net, you gave me.
Debacle.
Okay.
It continues.
I got this.
Here, I'll give you the play-by-play. Let's see. Big John is trying to remember his password. This could take a while.
Keychain is a really, really useful app if anybody wants to like save their life.
I do need to do that.
Because I hate when like you're logging on to pay a bill and it's like, oh, we just locked you out because you can't remember your password. And it only gives you like 3 tries. And you're
Right.
like, really?
You're
You
like,
can't pay your bill.
you're like, I just did my hair. This isn't going to work out because my roots have not grown out yet.
Exactly. And I can't remember every single
Oh my
password.
Oh, they're ridiculous. We have a Bible that it's got all the passwords in it.
Keychain. I'm telling you.
Yeah. I like it. I like the sound of that.
So where's Lindsay going?
Lindsay? She's going to Chicago and Indiana. This is Lindsay Manfredi. She's in Cold Band. Manfredi? What did I say, Manfredi? Oh, well, that's really dumb. I know how to say your name. Lindsay Manfredi. She's going to be on tour here pretty soon. What? Do we know? Yeah. Oh, bassist.
Thank you.
So these are my blonde bass friends over here.
But there's only
With a
one,
side
that
of-
blonde bassist.
That's true. And then we got a side of D&D over here. Darren. DD and J. DD and J. Oh my gosh.
Dang, I'm gonna call my lawyer and make sure you can't take that. I'm gonna lock that in.
My husband's band, it's 3 Ds and a J.
Wow.
Diego,
Danny,
Danny, and Drew. And
He's got a too.
he does. Drew's a bass player, though. Drew's a bass player. Drew Zolo. Hello.
Our Drew can
baby.
play
Oh, I know that
a
fool.
multitude
You know
of
that guy.
different things.
He's cool.
Oh, yeah? Are you one of those multifaceted players?
Semi.
Yeah? So what do you play?
Guitar, bass, drums,
Cool.
piano, brass, some woodwinds,
Wow, cool. What's the first one you picked up?
violin.
Yeah. Oh, hello. Aw, that is cool. So what got you, what prompted that?
Music.
Yeah.
My mom, she just played all the time. She'd wake us up with it.
Oh, that's so
in the
awesome.
mornings and stuff. So I would
Music
leave
class.
home with something in my head, come home with something else, and then it just
Right
like
on.
started making its own things.
So, and how did you arrive at the violin as your first instrument?
That was just like it was a music program in elementary school.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
and,
Oh, yeah.
Like I wanted to play the drums, but some other kid was playing on the drums.
Everyone always wants to start with the drums. I
Yeah.
mean, I did too, but didn't work out either. But now you do, you play a bunch of things. So
Yeah. Started playing the violin and then got into the drums like in 5th grade.
very cool.
Yeah, we started playing the drums, played in a bunch of bands in the drums. and then,
That is awesome.
yeah, I went to guitar and
Did
started
your
playing.
so you said your mother played music a lot? Did she? Is she musical or does she play any instruments?
No, she's more
Sound-
like does more art and stuff.
Oh, she's
Or,
artistic in that way.
SoundCloud. You can
Very
download
cool.
them from SoundCloud.
Oh, so it's not what's happening.
What's happening? Hey, what was that thing, Raj? Wasn't that a show?
I promise they're good.
They're like, now you guys just got to go to the Miro tonight to see him live.
Yeah, there you go.
Really?
Are you on the internet? Can you
Strategic
just go to the
There you
SoundCloud
go. You know,
page?
hey, I'm here for you.
Yeah, yeah. Cool. Let's
Ah. You just never know what's going to happen here on the Dusty Futon.
And we're still live. So
Yeah.
just don't tell your password over the air.
There you go.
There you go. I think
Someone.
Password.
Put it up for sale. We do need money for
Keychain.
merch, so
There you
if you
go.
can sell the password.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
That's
What's
how
the
I
cover for
roll.
tonight?
It's only $5.
Is it $5? Oh,
I think.
that's sweet. Easy.
Mm-hmm.
The Starbucks I
I
had
know.
earlier was like $7.25, so I think we could pull off the.
You can almost go
yeah.
to 2
$5.
shows if you.
You
It's
actually.
worth it, and you get Jules Walton.
Woohoo!
That's
That
well
blown
worth
basis.
it.
Why are we making promises?
What?
Well, he's just giving
Because
her
we know
away.
that
He's just giving it away.
We need to get him to the show, dude. That's why. They sure as hell are coming for me. I promise you that.
And then we have another show on the 30th.
Are you playing the 30th? Where?
Bar Pink.
Oh, right on.
I
Cool,
love
cool.
Bar
That'll be
Pink.
a lot of
Yeah.
fun.
That's by my house.
Oh.
Ooh,
I'm
ooh.
gonna go roll right into Bar Pink and come see you.
There you go, Allie.
should.
Ooh.
It's,
Date night.
it's
Bar Pink.
actually an early show, I think. I think we're on at like 8:30.
What?
Yeah, I thought
when,
like doors
when
were
is
at
that
7 or
again?
Something, yeah.
The 30th June.
A week from today.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
God, so many people were playing that. Oh.
That was it. Thanks for coming.
You came, you heard, you leave.
Do you want us to like introduce the songs or like?
I will.
Okay.
I will. Kind of radio style.
How much time? How many tracks do we have time for?
You don't have to leave until like 7:30.
6:30. Well, I love that.
We'll try and bleed all right. Yeah, log yourself out. Not that you don't trust me, but
Log out.
New song. Song inspiration for you, Jules.
Log out.
First, you got to log in. You're always locked out, so you got to log. Can't
First you
log
gotta
out.
log in, then you gotta log out. Now I gotta go
Scream and
Oh.
shout.
There you go. This is what we do. Yep.
This is what we're all about
It's the music in me, baby.
on the dusty couch.
I know.
Ouch.
It did actually when they first started this in the inception of the show. It was a futon. It just
I was gonna ask, where is said futon?
said futon
I
is
do
in
not see it.
Santee somewhere, I do believe. Oh, it fell up. So Big John did purchase another one, and he lives in Arizona, and he was riding out here. So he had all the gear. He actually had a futon, and it was all on the top of his car, and it fell off the car when he was
And
driving.
it was the dusty.
It was the
futon?
dusty futon, and we were at May Ride.
well, it was actually a brand new futon at that point, and it very quickly became the dusty futon.
The first time I saw the brand new futon, it had duct tape all over.
Well, that's because it fell off the car. I mean, that
had to go
happens.
go
That's
get it
that's
off
how
the
you fix
freeway.
shit,
So
right?
you went back and got it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I picked it up off the side of the road. Now it has bees all over it. Dead bees, because I don't know why.
From driving.
Yeah, just from driving,
Awesome.
they flew under and got stuck. I feel so bad. I have a bee grade.
Oh, I am not sitting on that thing.
Yeah, I'm going to clean it. Don't worry. Don't worry. All right, so I'm going to scoot over here a bit
Oh. Making
so I
room.
get a better view.
you go.
Okay, so you've got a few songs here. So what do you want to debut here on the futon?
Yes. The rough.
Yeah,
I'd probably
that
go.
one.
Yeah, this would be the. I'd probably say
The hit.
I'd say it's the hit off of the
People like
off
it.
the release
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
All right, so this is Not You by The Rough off their self-titled EP, The Rough.
I love it.
Right off the bat, that's pretty badass.
Love it.
Unique.
You
Playing drums.
talk before me. Sharp blades come straight from the mirror.
What do you say? I didn't hear any of that. I was too locked into the track.
Again, anyway.
Okay.
Your profile stand and deliver. I can't keep going with this little game. My reply stays the same. And I've said it before that I won't take any more than I want to. No, not from you. So let's settle the score, 'cause I won't do this anymore than I want to. No, not with you. What did you say the day when you first saw me? Eyes all on me. Sounds good, but I could have done it better, man. Well, I'm the one that made a feast of my fears, and you wanna say I'm on me, getting sloppy, lies all on me, but you stand up short when you're over tall, and this is my resolve, 'cause I've said it before that I won't take any more than I want to. No, not from you. So let's settle the score, 'cause I won't do this anymore than I want to. No, not with you. Whoa.
Ooh, I like that.
And I've said it
That was cool.
Yeah. So let's settle the score, 'cause I won't do this anymore than I want to. No, not with you. And I've said it before that I won't take any more than I want to. No, not from you. So let's settle the score, 'cause I won't do this. No, fuck that, I don't want to. No, not with you. Whoa.
In the industry, we call that a drum break.
Well, I call that badass, and I want to buy it.
It's not over yet. Oh wait, it was. Sorry.
So that's the ending of
Yeah, that
that's
was the
first
ending of the
track.
song. Wow.
That
Okay.
was awesome.
I was like, I thought for some reason I thought we had more on that song, but maybe it's because I just wanted more.
Oh,
There you go.
That was no, that was
I do. I want
badass.
more.
You know
It
what's
was.
great about it is I sensed the punk vibe, like the punk.
The like
um,
energy there.
Yeah, and but it definitely wasn't punk. Like you had punk elements, but and
Driving
then I love that kind of like 1920s, 30s type, like just
That
jive
scat
you
band
jumped into.
kinda,
Yeah, very cool.
And the finger snaps, it's super. That organic percussive stuff is pretty dope.
So Drew, we talked a little bit about you while you were not here.
You don't get to hear the shit we said.
Yeah.
No.
You just have to,
You have to
trust
wait.
that it was
Just
all
better
good.
You have to
that
wait
way.
till the episode is actually up before you hear what we had to say about you. Yeah, but I want to hear from you. Like, what's your Kim talked on it a little bit, but while we were putting music together, where's your origin with the guitar and your vocals? Like, where does that come from?
So I was playing drums in this band called Motionless, and I don't know, I liked the way that Derek in the band, our guitarist, I liked the way that he played guitar, and it was really melodic, and he'd hold the chords for a while, and it was only 3 or 4 changes in the progression and stuff, and so I would just try to start doing that. As far as the singing stuff, it's hard to say. It just kind of like has always been in my mind stuff, has always been in my head, different ideas, and I've just been playing, I don't know, almost 10 years now on the guitar. So, just like getting used to, getting the stuff out that's in my head, things like, well, maybe if I think it's cool, at least, 2 other people might,
So far, you got 2 people in your corner.
Yeah. So then we get
I'm
to
in your
jam it
corner.
together,
So where'd that song come from? The
Not You.
Yeah.
That's like, just like, the big middle finger to whoever's trying to tell you to do what they think, tell you how to live your life their way,
Yeah.
Also, it's like, in my mind, it's just a giant car chase.
Kim's got to go away for a moment.
Bye, Kim.
Wait a second.
Bye, Kim. I'll miss you.
See you in a sec, Kim.
What's that? Oh my God! You guys must have so much fun at rehearsals
Oh
with
my
this little blonde bassist.
I wish you could hear some of her accents. Has she done any accents?
Oh,
today?
she has it, but good
Oh.
call. It's some of the most authentic. You'll think that like
That
an
might
actual
be for
person from Britain is here.
not-
My time
On
has
here.
expired.
Okay.
Oh
No.
my
I love you
God.
guys. It's true.
You can thank Drew
It's
for
true.
that.
Drew, it was a pleasure to meet you.
For 5 seconds.
Kim, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, it
Thank
was
you
a
for
pleasure,
coming
for
out.
sure.
Oh
Always.
my God.
Thanks for
And
having
Jules, you
us.
know, I just love you.
I
Pieces,
know.
girly.
I love you too.
All right, guys, have fun.
If you
Thank
want to
you,
know
Lindsay.
why Kim has to leave, all you got to do is follow at Lindsay Manfredi on Instagram. And I think we need someone to take her place. Da, 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 da.
There he is.
It's
Yay.
Tyler. Anyway, okay, so
That was really good canned laughter that you just input there, Big John.
Thank
That's
you, thank you,
engineering
thank you.
radio magic at
that's
its
what
best.
I do best. So now we've got Tyler on the mic.
You poor
yes.
sad people. You were
Yeah.
way better off without me. Let's do this.
Well, the good thing is we're going to be jumping right into a song.
Oh, are we done? Is it almost over already?
Almost. We are running short on time, but that's okay. The other bands can wait.
It's okay. I've had a lot of fun in the background, bunny earsing everybody and dancing.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
yeah.
I
You
like
can
your
see-
pictures.
Yes, you will like the pictures. They will be up on the website. Don't let me forget to send them to you before I leave today.
That's the only way they make them on the
know,
website.
I
By the
know.
way. You keep promising people pictures, and it's like, well, if you would give the guy who runs the website the
Lies.
pictures,
And I'm
then
always
maybe
the
they
guy
make it
that
up
says
there.
lies make baby Jesus kick puppies.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got
I
a
try
mouth
not
on him.
to.
If
Anyway.
Baby
Look
Jesus
at-
can
So-
walk, let alone kick puppies. Those are like two.
He's
awesome
baby
things.
Jesus. He can walk on water.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Mhm.
That being
His,
said,
his back was strong from the beginning.
All right. Enough about Jesus. Let's talk about the rough.
I'm scared.
Or do you want to talk about more about Jesus?
No,
Okay.
I want to hear another track because that was pretty badass. Like the now you said, first of all, real quick, you said that one's more like your hit song. So explain that before we dive into another track.
I guess because it is, different from like the ideal or typical punk sound, but like you said, the influences are there. More of our stuff's off of this release sounds a little closer to like that, more common punk sound.
It's a really hard question to ask, Big
pop.
John. If somebody knew why it was a hit, I think they wouldn't have a problem succeeding like anybody would, right?
Well, I mean that's
what we're
Oh,
trying to
man.
figure out. That's
I'm
the
gonna
whole
pop my collar
problem.
all over this microphone because we write hits and stuff.
Yeah, no. I mean, that's how they introduced the track. It's
Yeah.
like if we probably had a hit song, this would
What would
be
they
it.
say? Because they're the ones that sent it. Why did you guys say that?
Edit.
Well,
Who could do,
honestly,
who
so-
could do the best cricket sound?
Chirp, chirp, chirp.
There you go.
No,
we got
You're
one.
right. She's good with
Two-
the accent.
two answers.
It was like there was a cricket
I
here.
speak cricket. It's like Dory. I speak whale.
Let's not do that. Okay.
No, to make a short answer, like someone coming into the band like me, I'm like, okay, who am I gonna, Darren was hey, come check out my band and blah blah blah. Okay, well let's see what the punk band sounds like, and I was blown away by that track. I was like, that's a good song, and people at shows go, hey, it sounds different from a punk track. So
Yeah,
I think that's why it's a hit. It just sounds different.
And I gotta tell you, from a musician standpoint, it's a risky song, especially from a drumming standpoint, more specifically because of the funk and the groove of the verses and the way that it transitions into that.
that's
kind
what
of
I was
pop
just
punk
about to
chorus.
point into. The
It's-
transitions are
it's
real.
completely unorthodox. But it works.
Yeah.
It works. It definitely throws you for a loop from the intro to the first verse to the chorus. It's just this constant change, but it does maintain a chug throughout.
It did. I mean, I
That's
didn't
cool
have a set
song.
of headphones on, but I heard it. It was very loud, very powerful, and it really did. Everything melded together perfectly. I heard Big John talking about little breaks and how there's all sorts of little intricacies in there. But it
Just
wasn't
because
like
I let you sit behind the mic doesn't mean you get the soapbox.
No, I'm just saying.
I want to hear another track.
What I'm
and then
saying
then I want
is
to
I
hear what you
appreciate
have.
the fact that their song
This
wasn't like
guy.
an M. Night Shyamalan movie. And in the middle of it, you just went, "What the fuck was that?"
What a twist!
Exactly.
All right, let's try this one more time.
Okay.
Do you see what I did there? The next song.
We never have that joke at practice, by the way.
Never. Let's play this song one more time. Which song are you talking about? The One More Time song. When are we going to play it? The One More Time.
Oh man, that was like the perfect impression of me.
I thought you were going to tell me you just got what I was doing.
Sounds like he could do accents too.
You got some
All right.
competition.
Well, let's go ahead and listen to this track. This is One More Time by The Rough off their self-titled EP, The Rough, due out soon, right?
Oh, this one came out.
This
last
one's
year.
actually out. Yeah.
Oh, this EP
That's very soon.
This one is
Very soon.
Yeah,
As
Back to
in
the Future.
7
Yeah.
months ago. Yeah. I run DeLorean at 88 miles per hour. So, all right, here we go. One more time.
There was a time when I thought I knew about you, but I was wrong. It's been so
Jules, is that you in the background singing? Or
Nope.
screaming?
This was pre-Jules.
Yeah,
Ah. I couldn't tell. That was like, I hear an interesting echo, but it's not quite feminine.
It's me.
So you're just doubling up your own vocals?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now you sing live, though, Jules.
Yeah.
Okay.
She'll be all over the next release.
All right.
All over it.
All of Wait. What? Okay.
bet on things you never really knew. That goose chase never really looked so good on you. You're always wasting time when everything's said and done. Just relax. They won't last as long as it's past you. I thought you knew. Walk with me. Let's try just one more time. I can see the light. Don't back out now. Run with me, destination, promised land. So just take my hand and this fly. So what do you say?
Drew, you wrote this? Sorry, I woke you up there a second.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, no, you could. I was about to comment. You could tell how deep these guys under their music. Like Jules is practically like lost in her own world, And then you've got Drew. He's like, you could tell he's just kind of analyzing every bit of the track.
He went to his own section of the universe. He's like dissecting everything, probably re-listening to it. And yeah.
Yeah, it's like, okay, do I need to do this? Do I need to do that? And she's making sure he's hitting all the notes. It's like, wow.
Hey, and I'm taking selfies.
Yeah, exactly. Like the drummer's just like, whatever.
And I'm just sitting here like, you guys make pretty songs. I like them.
Speaking of, you do. That was awesome. And that was more like traditional
I was
punk.
just gonna say that is definitely more of that melodic hardcore that the Fat Records, like the
I was gonna
skate
say, have
punk
you guys
all
ever
that.
heard of No Effects?
Yeah,
ever?
that's a lot of that.
You know what?
Yeah.
What?
So were there any effects or
None.
No,
None. Not at all.
not at all?
Mm-mm.
Wow.
One more. Are we going to really do this one more time?
Yeah. You got to start coming to practice.
Well, we can
Yeah,
do
I
it
know,
while we're wearing our satin gloves.
No. Oh, geez. Are we doing that one next?
Do we have time for the love ballad? That's the love ballad that every band hates to love to have.
Oh yeah, we could go ahead and jump right into that.
Let's jump.
Let's jump into it.
I love
May
to
as well
jump.
jump.
Jumping jewels.
You do love to jump. This
love to
this
jump.
girl, is she like on stage the same, or is she in rehearsal the same way she is on stage?
Sometimes I just love to jump.
Yeah, she
Are
We
you a
actually
puddle
bring-
jumper?
We bring jump rope
No,
to
I
practice.
just jump.
and just tie it to
The baseline.
Her side of the stage is a trampoline.
And,
yeah.
and we draw it hopscotch for her, so she's like, just
Is this
hop
like the man show trampoline at the end of the man show? Like, did I just
when
went
she's
there.
got a base.
Sorry. Yeah.
That's how I missed that. I just got a visual and remembered how great that was.
Wasn't that
Yeah,
awesome?
That was awesome.
That was so awesome.
What happened to that?
The man show fell apart when.
Dude,
What's the man show?
Oh God, you're so young. She's
Yes,
so
that's a
cute.
perfect question.
The man show is a show for men where they did nothing but man stuff.
A long time ago, men used to sit in front of the TV
Yeah.
and say ziggy zaggy, oi, 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 over and over again.
We used to actually like to act like men before. Well,
The
anyway,
pussification of men.
But yeah, at the very end of every episode, while the credits were rolling, it was chicks in bikinis jumping on trampolines, and you can tell they were well endowed young ladies.
Yes, they were healthy.
So,
very healthy.
very healthy, and it was all about the aesthetics.
I always
of-
said talented.
very talented. They were very, very talented. Anyway, so speaking of all the love we're talking about, I love boobies.
Let's go from boobies on trampolines to a power ballad.
Yeah.
Well, we're wearing our satin gloves.
Oh, that's kinky.
While you're petting your really
Let's
fuzzy
get
cat.
into satin gloves.
Yeah, put it on.
Yeah, satin gloves. All right, so this is Satin Clothes by The Rough off their self-titled EP, The Rough.
It's very ballady.
Yep.
By a thread, your heart pounds in your head. At least you're keeping your head warm, weathering this summer storm. Do you still feel safe? What's going on inside your brain? With so much work and not to show, what happens next we'll never know. But I'll stay and listen to you say that it's all you care about. We all take our pain when we find love. And I'll say
You venture away from punk and go alternative with this one.
Like a bunch of different stuff,
Yeah.
So why not punk influence, sure, but different ways to get it out.
Yep, this is one of them.
Like you said, punk isn't a genre.
It's a
It's a way of
lifestyle.
I thought it was an attitude.
That's yeah. Okay, so there's three people. That's whatever.
fighting day and night. A bit of change could make it right. Is it impossible? I'd love to tell you no. These idle hands, the swings and slides, a hungry look in the devil's eyes. But I'll stay and listen to you say that it's all you care about. We all take on pain.
Sure, you want to break down this song for us? I find behind palettes, there's got to be some deep reasoning. There's a big reason you wrote this song. It wasn't just to get chicks, right?
No.
It was definitely to get chicks.
That's why I wrote music.
I thought you were singing to Satin Gloves when I first heard it.
Singing to Satin Gloves?
Yeah.
Oh, like looking at them, like
Yeah, and like singing to them.
yeah,
I love
all
you,
10
Satin
of your
I'll
fingers.
sit and listen.
He saw a pair in Marshalls and he was like just singing how he wants to buy them. Just
Yeah.
looking at the gloves. and
Jeez, at the window, just
That's
scratching.
gonna be the music video.
looking through Rob's clothes.
Singing
what
so
you
hard,
started.
there's fog on the glass.
Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
Basically, like with the chords and stuff, I'll stay and listen to you say and sit and watch you go through it. I want to be here for you.
Don't feel anything.
The next chorus is the opposite.
Switch it on us now.
Listen to me.
It's all I care about. We all take on pain when
And the key change too. Look at that.
Touching everything with tactic love, and therein lies love.
A little bit of Shakespeare there. And there it lies.
Yeah, it's pretty much like, the feeling you get from like being there to, support and listen and back up and be the shoulder and the ear and all that stuff, and then when it's not reciprocated, you think, well, one might think like, okay, well, I'm just gonna keep doing it and maybe that'll inspire something. And then, if you're left, you give so much, you got nothing left, you walk away, and this is, kind of like the thought that goes through your head.
Nice. Now, okay, we got a little bit of history about the band before you made it on the show, but hey, John, we can hear you. Oh, is that Chugboat out there?
I think, yeah, should bring them in and just.
It's like 6:40, I think.
Yeah,
right
go
now.
bring them in.
All
real
right,
quick. And that's
yeah.
So this EP is before Jules.
Yeah.
And Jules is relatively new, but the band itself is relatively new. So tell me about the lead up to this EP, and obviously you wrote all these tracks. Like, how did you guys write it? Was it just you two kind of writing things together, and then like
well, like Satin Gloves and Not You were songs that I have a side acoustic thing, and writing songs for that, and these would be some of the songs that I was performing for the live shows. And so Stay and Satin Gloves and Not You were the first ones that me and Darren got together on.
Right.
And obviously I'm telling him like, oh, this is a part I have in my head because I'm a drummer too, so I'm writing like to the guitar parts to a drum line in my head. I'll tell him this is what I have. My idea is, bam, and then he'd do amazing things with it and make it sound a lot better. Like, okay, next one.
That's awesome.
So everything falls together really quick because we. All of us, we vibe on that, and even jamming right now, we're doing the stuff we have out, but writing, messing around with Jules, it's pretty cool because she can like jump on, we can all jump in together at any part and just make
well, you got
something of it.
professional musicians and people have been working hard for years, and that's what's going to develop into something awesome.
And a pro jumper.
A pro jumper.
That was hard to say.
Drumper. I thought it was like a trampoline for Darren.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like a drummer that's really kick ass at jumping.
Drumper.
It's like his other career.
I wonder if you can like bolt a stage to a thing that would jump and you
do a
could be a pro
consistent snare
drumper.
roll without any mess ups.
That would be
while you're on the
crazy.
trampoline.
Rad, dude.
Well, thank you guys so much for coming out here.
Thank you for having us.
Chilling on the futon with
Sorry
us.
I was late. Didn't realize the situation.
Hey, it's not serious, so you just you'll hear the finished product.
It would have been cool to get a little more timing with the whole clan, but next time.
With what?
With the whole, with the whole crew, the whole squad.
Yeah, next time. There'll be a next time, I promise. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and splice in one of the songs earlier.
Oh, we're
gotcha.
And so and then kind of splice Kim and then put all the stuff with Kim leaving and
so
splice
you
and
fully
stuff
do
up.
surgery on that whole
Oh
thing.
yeah, this one's gonna take me a while.
Yeah.
No, you'll
comes
hear
back
her
to
leave.
Yeah.
And the conversations with her are in the end.
Yeah, we'll see. It'll be fun. I don't know. I'm gonna spend time on this one. This one's gonna take me a while to edit.
Yeah,
but that's
sorry about
okay.
the mix-up, man.
Hey, shit happens, brother. But again, thank you guys for taking the time to come down here. I mean,
totally.
It's a blast. So you can check these guys out. Where's your website again?
The Rough Music. You can Google that. We're on Facebook and Instagram. We'll have the .com out soon, and the Rough SD at Gmail if you want to get us for booking.
Badass. All right, well, check these guys out. Their music's on Spotify. It's all over the place. iTunes everywhere. And a new EP is going to drop when?
Probably late this year, early next year.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. The sooner the better. And you can also follow them to find out where they're playing. And if you're listening live YouTube right now, go check them out tonight. They're opening for Avenue Army.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Thanks again, guys.
Thank
Peace
you,
out.
buddy. Later.
Peace.
Yeah.
Super, dude. Thanks for dealing with us.
Super duper.
Super.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Seriously,
I've dealt with worse. Like anybody who's willing to just be a part of it is A plus in my book.
Dude,
I've had people back out.
it's awesome to be invited.
Oh, dude.
Or you've had people tap other people.
Right.
Yeah,
That happened to me last time.
They tapped your card?
No.
They
I was
tapped you with
supposed to
their
be on
card?
here drawing you, sort of tap the card.
Oh.
Wait,
So I
Ronnie
didn't
hit the car?
No, Ronnie was here.
Yeah.
I hit the car.
Yeah, I thought so. Well, to make it.
I know. Very sad.
It was fun though. But I knew we'd get you eventually.
I'm like the gnat that just won't leave you alone.
That's fine. I don't mind you not leaving me alone.
Yeah, I feel bad. You gotta,
Hey,
like,
dude, don't
when
feel
she-
bad.
it's like,
That's the whole
we're
point of
gonna
the show,
record,
is to
so
talk
it's
shit.
Right, yeah. Well, just like, really good to have more time.
Yeah.
That's that 4:45.
No worries.
But I got those. I have those documents in the car.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's fine. You can work with me on that. You don't have to worry about that right now. The episode's not airing for a bit. So if you want to just like scan it, you can, scan it.
Okay.
Scan and email. Okay. So.
Cool, man. To the admin page, email, right?
Yeah, admin. Yeah. I don't have a Google Drive set up like that. That's why this was so difficult.
Oh, it's all good. There's like all these new security shit going on with that. So even like Jules and Darren have to. I get a text and they're like, "Oh, what number is it showing?"
That's why I just
And
go
I'm
Dropbox.
like,
It's
sorry,
so easy.
it's me again.
So easy if you got a Dropbox.
We did get a Dropbox.
Yeah,
So
so much better than Google Drive. It's like really,
Totes.
Google Drive is so fucking annoying.
And Google Maps
That's
is
my
starting to
goodness.
suck too.
Yeah, it is. And Apple Maps has been crashing lately.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So here.
Alrighty, well, thanks guys.
Thanks again, man.
Chuck Bo.
Thank you so much.
No sweat. No sweat.
What's that, man?
Yeah, we'll do. We'll check out your episode.
What's going on, guys?
Hey,
long time no see.
Dude, nice to see you.
Good to see you. I got rid of my hair.
See you.
Was I bald when I saw you guys, or did I have my hair?
You had the Arizona still, I think.
Good to see you. This is Tyler, not Trevor.
We met
Yeah,
Tyler.
Different teenagers.
Different team. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember.
If that's, I'm gonna be on the road vacationing.
Nice meeting you.
Otherwise, I would.
Bye, guys. Thanks again.
You guys.
So we got a whole new setup now.
This is awesome. Looks like you got the futon reupholstered over here.
Well, this isn't my house. This is actually Spicy Kim's house, but she's on a mission right now.
Show.
You got a thumb drive?
Yes,
Is that
it's
what you're
locked
doing?
away in my shirt pocket. Here we go.
Sweet. And the guy who owns the place along with her husband, is
John.
Yeah.
Other John.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, he's John as well.
Yes,
but he's a different John.
Do you guys have a restroom I can run to real fast?
Great tech.
Cool.
Bathrooms. Those are for rich people.
Well, you're the last man for the night, so we got no real time constraints with you guys, which is nice. I like that.
I think we might have a time constraint though.
Okay, well that's fine.
What are we working with? We're playing at Park and Rec. We're supposed to go on at 9, so we need to load in 8. Where's that at? So we'll probably
It's in our
stop
neighborhood
around
tonight.
7:30, 7:40.
Where do you want me to go on in the Chugboat?
Yeah, should be in there.
Which songs do you want me to grab? Actually, zero pictures.
I moved. Oh, is that an MP3 folder? Yeah, they're probably in there. Let me get my battery.
Those
Yeah,
three?
all 3 of those.
Are you brand new?
Those are brand spanking
Oh
new.
my god! I
Only one of
honestly-
them's on Spotify, so you'll have access to 2 of them without that haven't been released yet. So
Nice.
proprietary information for y'all.
Nice. And by the way, we are on Facebook or YouTube Live with nobody watching yet, but we're there.
What's the
They're
link?
probably
I
on
can
off.
at least tweet it out or put it up. I don't know.
It's on our Facebook page at the Dusty Futon.
Okay, I'll go find that. I followed you guys on Spotify just now, so I should complete the.
Do I get the captain's chair over here? All right. Very cool. Are you posting a status on Facebook?
Well, no, we have a live video feed right now going.
I think we're gonna try and from the band account say tune into the tag you guys and say
You're
tune
on
in.
right now, and the whole session is being live feed on YouTube,
Cool.
and then it's going to go private after that. So
Righteous.
I'm not going to let people look at it, but I'm going to be able to draw from it and use some video feed if I need to.
Dude, fantastic.
So I'm trying to.
I'm just gonna share the post right now.
I'm trying to be better with my music.
Tag make sure you tag Dusty Futon so if anyone
I just shared their post, so it'll be.
Okay. Whoop, whoop, Gangnam Style. Okay.
Alrighty then.
Yeah. Little known.
I love sharing your music because it's so fun.
Yeah.
Like
that's the goal.
I play a lot of music in my car when I'm driving Lyft, and I try to have nothing but San Diego music.
Sweet.
Because, well, I gotta represent what I do.
Yeah.
Woo.
Very cool.
So we talk into the microphone.
That'd be nice. It's a preferred method of communication.
So the thumb drive has a folder called MP3s.
Yeah,
Okay,
we're
great.
there, man.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, we were.
Sorry.
We were urinating and we were
Ovulating? Don't obfuscate.
Yeah, that's it.
It's a tough word.
Thank you.
You know what word I'm trying to.
I know what word you're going
You know
for.
I'm a word guy. Remember, I'm a wordsmith. Right?
Truth.
It was fun.
Hey, what size shirt? Large, XL? We got some goodies for y'all.
Ooh.
Smalls, some hats, some stickers.
Shit. I broke my toe a couple of hours ago.
I pulled my hammy yesterday.
My big toe. Like I slammed it against a concrete wall that it was like a 1-inch tall step that I missed, and I heard a snap.
Ooh, that's not good.
And I looked down, I expected to see a split toenail. My toenail was in perfect shape still. So I'm like, oh fuck.
Silver lining in the
that hurt.
cloud, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that it was, oh my God. But I took it like a man. I didn't even tear up. I didn't even scream. I didn't moan. I didn't nothing. Like, I got this shit, yo. I'm a man.
An inspiration too.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh.
Whoop.
All right. Let's go ahead and pull the mics and get them set up to where they're comfortable to you. And if you want to lift yours up a little bit more.
How's that?
Yeah, that's good. Keep as close as it can. That way we get nice and clear sound. Yeah, whoever had that one, I don't know what the fuck he was thinking.
I don't know what he was thinking either.
It's not a shotgun mic.
I will be right back.
Hello.
If you prefer, you can switch to the other mic that's next to you, and I happily would mute
Jesus.
the other one. Yeah.
It looks like it's coming right at me.
I don't know.
It's coming right for us.
Some people I just don't get. So, it's that's just, it's like, okay. So I don't know where Tyler ran off to. Is he smoking? Yes, he is. Oh no, he's not. Well, anyway, I'm an extra large kind of guy. And that is both in t-shirt size and physically. All right. Well, let's first, before I open this up, I don't know why my co-host is not here, because it's definitely time for him to be sitting in the room. But we've got Chugboat.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey.
You can applaud. We have the studio. There we go.
Background noise.
We have a studio audience here today. So anyway, you guys were here last season with the former co-host Trevor, and there he just walked in wearing a Hawaiian shirt.
Nice.
Oh my God.
In true Chugboat fashion, the Hawaiian shirt is out.
Now
Chugboat,
I'm ready for Chugboat.
and they are a party band, and you brought your party gear out. You
I
have
sure
your
did. I'm ready to party.
sunglasses
It
and all.
started. They're here. Let's do
Oh,
this.
We started
good.
without you.
Why
but
don't I have a beer in my hand?
you made a grand entrance?
Big
I don't
John, you're a
know.
terrible host. You're supposed to provide this thing for your guests.
I am. I thought you. Well, if we go,
You're
the way
sitting in the host chair.
Yeah, so that means I'm
So where's
hosting
my
the
beer?
episode, and you're the co-host. You're supposed to be getting all the good shit for the people. I don't know.
It's okay.
Anyway,
I won't hold it against
you
you.
know
We
what?
can still make this work.
Jesus.
But hey, welcome, welcome, you guys. Chugboat's here. Everybody.
This is Tyler, by
Hi,
the way.
welcome.
Hi, welcome.
So we
That
have
was fun.
We have 3 members of the band Chugboat.
That's
and,
right. We go
sound off
way
guys.
back about 5 minutes ago. Let's start over here.
I'm Lucas. We got Eric over here. Got Josh on the end. Brendan's the 4th dude. He could not make it today, but
Brendan.
he's
Damn it,
he's
Brendan.
getting some stuff ready. We've got a show at Park and Rec this evening at 9, and he's getting some.
All you live followers, go get your tickets and get out there now.
No cover. No,
No
tickets.
co-
No
Oh.
cover.
Just
Ooh.
show.
Well, then print your own tickets and show up.
Yeah.
Bring your beer
Actually,
money.
come buy them from me.
Yeah.
I'll make sure you get a good price. On
Yep.
them.
$5 a pop. $5.
But no,
Get
I
your
was really-
pre-roll with that
yeah.
too.
I'm excited to have you guys on. One, because I feel a little bad. I wasn't able to actually be here the first time you guys came around. I was handling some of my own stuff, and I missed the first time. But coming into this one, I have to say I've never had so much fun researching a band in my life.
I tell you, you know
I'd
what?
love to hear this.
But well, that's the thing is like your episode was so much fun, and it was in season 5. That was pretty early on in season 5. Like you were,
so.
yeah, and we had Trevor as the co-host back then, and yeah, he was Tyler's replacement, and
The other Tyler.
and throughout almost every episode, people were calling him Tyler anyway. So
Which just sucks because my whole life everybody calls me Trevor.
Yeah.
So we need to trade.
yeah, well,
Somehow.
well now you're good, and he gets to meet you guys. So, so what have you guys been up to since last year?
So we've been up to a lot of stuff,
Chugging.
chugging along to sum it up in one word. But
I thought you said chugging like chugging beers.
I mean,
I think that's an innuendo.
A little bit of that.
there's
Yeah,
a lot-
okay.
we make time
With how happy you guys are, you have to be drinking regularly.
It wouldn't be a party
Yeah.
band if there wasn't at least a drink in somebody's hand up top.
It's true.
Yeah.
So true.
It's true. I already have my nightly cup of whiskey measured out and waiting in my backpack for later. So, rationed out. Yeah, it's all about dosages.
Moderation and it's important.
And
It's
by
all
cup,
about
you mean
consistency.
an 8-ounce flask, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
An imperial cup's worth. So
That's
Nice,
important though,
nice.
because you want to go to a show like I'm ready to party and have a good time, but not too good of a time.
there you go.
Because we've probably been there one time where you're like, I have come too far, and this set is not near way over. What am I
More
gonna
than one
do?
time.
Yeah.
Fine line
It's
between
happening.
having a great time and having a terrible time, So
Well, Tyler, since this is your first time chatting with these guys, and to be honest, I'm horrible with names, but I just remember how fun the episode was. To go ahead and chime in to kind of help our listeners know who Chugboat really is.
Well, of course, we've already established that they are a party band, but you're probably going like, why are they a party band? Well, what do you do at parties? You dance, you drink, you chug, you make dirty jokes and things. That's what these guys are, and they do. Their lyrics are extremely suggestive, but very playful and fun. And I mean, just
Now,
don't
do you
even
guys
take
ca-
my word for
do
it.
you guys
Go to
carry that-
chugboat.com and listen to just a couple tracks. We're going to let you preview them.
Well,
Go ahead, Big.
do you guys carry that into these new tracks?
I would say a little bit. Definitely the fun and dancey vibe is something that I think we're going to keep after, regardless of how much time goes on.
Yeah.
Some people who have heard our newer songs have said themselves that it sounds like a bit more of a mature recording project.
Damn it.
There's a little bit before you get
kids
too
grew up.
disappointed.
Okay.
One of the tunes we're gonna play with you guys.
Breaking my heart.
Yeah, no, we still have some good ones, but at least one of the ones we're gonna play with you guys today is some of the kind of traditional, playful lyrics, fun vibe, that type of thing. So definitely suggestive, still suggestibility in there, but
Well, let's get back to basics.
oh, it's interesting that you say that.
Yeah.
That song we're referring to is called Basic Bitch. So
Nice. So this is like, okay.
He's on to you, Big
It's
John.
called Basic Bitch.
I think we named it Basic, but we shortened it. I mean, that's
Yeah. Okay.
that's the reference.
Spoiler
That's
alert.
the suggestion there.
Now,
So-
now, let me know. Is this the one that is on Spotify?
No, we just released our first single. That's that one's called High Welcome, which is why we all said High Welcome out of nowhere about 5 minutes ago when we were
okay.
welcoming us.
That's
Oh,
what that
yeah,
was.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the little papaya that's welcoming
There you
everybody
go.
in all the languages around the world.
Totally,
Yes.
totally. So
Told you I did research.
yeah,
All right. So
That was one of my favorites, by the way. Did we
let's-
play that one in the last episode?
yes.
Oh,
yes,
I wanted
papaya.
to hear it again.
Well, we're not going to play it in this episode, but we are going to go back to the basics with the brand new track. Now, this is not available, so if you're listening on YouTube, this is the first time anybody's going to hear it outside of the Chugboat family, right?
yeah, it's true.
It's a debutant.
It's a debutant.
There you go. There you go. So yeah, that one. We got another one we're probably going to put out as a single on Spotify in a few weeks or so, and then the third one, High Welcome's already up there. You can listen to that right now.
Well, we're going to save that one for the end then, because I like it.
But he said right now.
Well, he can wait. We're going to go back to
Alrighty.
basics. So this is going to be kind of more a tribute to their last episode to kind of give you a feel of what Chugboat, where their origins start.
What you're bound to hear at a show.
Yes.
Baby, you're a basic bitch. I'll always curse the day we met. You are far from perfect, cause you're basic.
Oh my God, this is so Hall & Oates. I love it. This is fucking rad.
Use me, baby, but let's not pretend.
See, look at the girls just come flocking in, man.
Yeah.
You said it, not me.
She just slid on over here. Feet didn't even move. She just gumbied like to the microphone.
Yeah, I noticed she just appeared out of nowhere. She's like, shut up, hon. I want to hear the music.
Cause I've always loved the simple things in life. Whoa. Baby, you're a basic bitch. 'Cause baby, you're the trendiest. You're distracting by your selfie stick. 'Cause you're basic. Oh, they call you a pastry chick 'cause you're sweet, but you're the flakiest.
Sweet but flaky. I fucking love that.
There's so many layers to this song too, and I'm like sitting here going, "There's no way!" Oh, the sound is coming out. When did the horn section from Chicago come in here? And
Kinda hard to care when you're not real. Looks like you changed your hair, but you can't feel.
Ooh.
A booty call is fine, but still you're going and waste my time. And if you make me wait, I won't wait in line. No. Whoa. Baby, you're a basic bitch. Baby, you're the trendiest. You're distracting by your selfie stick. It's basic.
Hammond? Yeah, Hammond wannabe.
Baby, you're
just an electric piano.
Yeah. Baby, you're the trendiest. You're distracted by your selfie stick. 'Cause you're basic.
Needs more cowbell.
Comes in later.
I love this song because it's such a strut. Like, I'm on top of the world, and yet it's such a put down song to whoever's listening to it.
It's like that FU song.
It is, yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
But better.
I love the irony.
It's definitely more party, and I like how you've got so many different percussive sounds going on right now. It's like a wind chime effect.
That's all Brendan.
Yeah. That's a whole new sound for you guys.
Yeah, pretty much.
So this is like a crossover between what you guys did last year, what you're moving towards now.
I think, yeah, this is a good one of the ones that feels like a bridge the most, for sure. I mean, even last year we talked about working with horns more and more. I think we all had been craving that sort of sound, and so that's one of the things we've been working at over the last year, is trying to cultivate that sort of horn section vibe for the songs that we were writing anyway. So it's really coming together. Josh has been dusting off his saxophone skills from back in the day.
Woohoo! You mentioned that before.
Yeah, I might have.
Another thing I noticed about you guys too is, I mean, how versatile you guys are and how many instruments you play. I mean, I pictured like all your parents like worked in a music store and just let you kids run loose and just said, "Yeah, go have fun. I don't care. I'm not watching you. I got stuff to do." And you guys just picked it all up and stuck together, and this is what happened. Chugboat came out. Am I right? How spot on?
That's a romantic view.
Yeah, no, they started because a friend broke their back.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
exactly. It was a tragic.
Did you get that part when you researched?
No, I like my story better.
I want to. I want you guys just really quick to retell that, because the whole thing is on our previous episode in season 5. But these guys got their start filling in for. I'll let you guys take it.
Yeah, we had this. I mean, we still have this really good buddy, awesome guy, great musician, and he plays all over town, plays 4 nights a week, that sort of thing. Out of nowhere, he injured his back and he couldn't play for like 2 months. So he called us and said, "Hey, can you fill in for me?"
4 nights a week?
It was like the Friday night slot at a hotel, like 3 weeks or 4 weeks in a row. And so we just were like, "All right, I guess we're doing this."
Like a residency.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And so we pulled it together, covered his sets over there, and then after that, limited time was finished, we decided we'd try and step up our game and do something original, do something more, kind of fill out the lineup a little bit, that sort of stuff.
Caught the bug. Like, why stop
There you
now?
go. Totally, totally.
And now you guys are just having a hell of a lot of fun with it. Like every time I see you doing stuff on Instagram and Facebook, you guys are always laughing and smiling and cutting it up.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
how's your writing process go?
So it's, I don't know, it's pretty different depending on the songs, but
Caffeine's involved.
Yeah, a lot of coffee.
God opens his mouth, and then the Chugboat song is born.
God opens her papaya.
There you
and,
go. Thank you. Thank you for correcting me. God is a woman.
God is Alanis Morissette.
Yeah, always will be. Yes, yes,
yes, because she blows people's heads off when she starts opening her mouth.
Yep, great movie.
Anyway, yes.
So yeah, but I don't know if you guys want to chime in. I mean, usually someone has one idea, if it's a lyric or like a concept or a bass line.
Well, there's like a million ideas in each one of your songs because you change back and forth with your styles regularly.
Yeah, definitely true. I mean, that's kind of, I think that's where it comes from. It's that we're not a band where one dude is sitting around writing the songs and handing people the sheet music. I don't think anyone wanted to do that. So we kind of have approached it from the opposite perspective, where we all get together, or like we build off one person's fragment of an idea, and then it becomes this thing that has a little bit of everyone in it. And that's why, you know, some of these songs you'll hear a lot of horns, some have these like very lush percussion sections, some have like these really like
mandolin solos,
bass features. Totally. So I mean, that's another thing that sort of changed, is we had like an acoustic element to the music in the past, and that's sort of tapered off a little bit in the recent batch of songs.
Yeah, you had a trailing guitar solo that we were talking over on Basic.
There you go. Yeah.
Is that kind of like, again, I love how like anyway, yeah, I know, right?
It's gone.
Never mind. Yeah. No, that's cool.
Yeah, that's Ricky. That's Ricky Giordano, by the way, on guitar.
No shit.
Yeah, very awesome.
I have no idea who that is.
Amazing guy.
Okay.
Look him up.
Shout
He
out.
plays with all kinds of awesome bands like Bomb Squad and.
So you have a guest appearance.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We have a few on the album actually.
Nice.
Yeah, we got Russell Rama from the Routine as well. Jesse Odello is playing horns. He plays with Surefire.
If you guys need a slide whistle player,
this guy's an
I
expert.
play a mean slide whistle.
Just
What about
listen to
kazoo?
yeah.
How's your kazoo
I'm
skills?
I'm mad with the kazoo, but I have to
Okay.
use toilet paper because
Oh,
I've
boy.
been using that for so many years.
We'll host a tryout, and you guys should just show up. And
Totally.
bring
I'll
whatever.
be there.
Okay.
We can
Yeah.
harmonize.
I'm gonna bring my little one-man band thing that they had in Mary Poppins.
Nice.
You know,
Nice.
Yeah.
We'll mic you up.
Yeah.
We'll go DI.
right? And then you hire me, and it'd be like, I'll fire all of you. Like, I don't need you anymore. I'm my own band. And then I crash Chugboat into the rocks, and it's over. That's the end of Chugboat.
No.
No, never. Chugboat will never end. It's too much fun.
It's don't get off the boat, you know.
Yeah.
It's,
No,
that's
exactly.
our
Keep on chugging.
our mantra. Keep on
Keep
chugging.
on
Don't
chugging.
get off the boat.
I'm still sitting here like thinking, where's my beer, Big John? You still haven't brought me my beer. We're talking about all this chugging, and I'm really thirsty over here.
Well, the host of the house.
I got to do everything.
If you listen to the previous episode, you were always the one responsible for beveraging the people.
Precedent has been
See?
set.
See? Like, I'm not gonna do shit with you around. Where's my beer? Anybody need a beer? No.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, like, oh my god, we're professional now. So what brings you back onto the Futon other than just like we're debuting new music? You guys have kind of a new Futon.
You could say that in a way.
You guys have a new Futon moving.
Yeah.
You're upgrading from a futon to a full couch.
It's changing.
Yeah. So what's
Party started.
I know Chugboat's here. They got the party started. So where's this new direction coming from?
We've all, at least Lou and I, have always been into more groovier styles of music, like a lot of funk stuff. I think we bonded first when we first met off of Earth, Wind, and Fire, groups like that.
Oh my
and
god.
we just kind of went down the rabbit hole with that. So
Jesus.
Yeah, it's sort of been like we've just decided to do right by our things we were interested in stylistically from before, you know,
Yeah.
coming up and learning how to play and all that stuff. And so just kind of giving that the spotlight for a while instead of, you know, doing things that were more tailored towards the hotel gigs, et
Yeah.
cetera, et cetera. So
Breaking out of your shell.
totally. And
Now, how long have you guys been together?
our first show was January of 2016.
That's right. Okay, so you're only a couple of years in, so you're just now starting to find your sound as a group.
Yeah.
Really. So
and I think getting organized too. I mean, as we mentioned, we sort of fell into things way back then, you know, with the hotel and filling in for somebody else sort of thing. So we've had time to kind of think things over and focus on what we want to be doing, you know?
I'm not sure if we already touched base on this in the last episode, but I mean, I'm pretty sure somebody just didn't come into a Home Depot parking lot and was like, hey, where's a band? You guys play? And they found you guys like, see, you know, and they picked you up and said, here's a hotel gig for 4 weeks. Where did you guys all meet and come together? Because I figured you guys were complete when they found you.
Well, sort of. I mean, all of this stuff happened on one city block in PB. I mean, I was
so
it's true.
Your hyperbole was accurate.
Yeah, it's
It
basically
really
Sesame Street.
prophetic.
Basically, what happened is I was living on this block for about a year, and there were these chicks who lived next door. They moved out. And then I saw these two guys wheeling their huge amps in. I was like, we're going to be friends. I just know I know it's going to happen.
I remember that moment,
Destiny,
like after we finished like moving everything into the house, and you're like, let's go grab a beer up the block. Over
Yeah,
the bar key.
totally.
I still
totally.
remember that with Kevin, who played drums for us for a little bit, filling. He was living with Luke at the time.
Yeah,
he's unfortunately out in Colorado now, but I just remember that was like when it all started. Was
we were just doing
in.
some mundane stuff. I remember, and I hear some bass. I'm like, what the hell is that? I'm like, screw it, drop the laundry or whatever. Just went next door. I'm like, all right, let's do this.
Right?
Nice.
I was going to do laundry, but no, it looks like they're going to smell me all week.
All right.
Speaking of laundry, these guys actually brought some swag with them. They're giving us some shirts.
I knew I loved you guys.
You know what?
Yeah.
Hit me.
Marge?
Yeah. Yep. I don't even look good in tank tops, but fuck it. Who cares?
I look
think I
great
gave
in
you a
tank
shirt.
tops. I got the shoulders for tank tops, so this is perfect.
Everyone looks good in a tank in San Diego. That's
Well,
right.
especially if you're listening to Chugbo, because you guys have that party fun music. You know, it's like
There
makes
you
you
go.
want to be holding a solo cup and wearing a flamingo.
It is a
around
party
your head.
shirt. It's totally a party shirt. Who
Yeah.
cares when you're drunk, right?
Exactly.
But seriously, I put this thing on. I'm like, hey guys, how do I look? And they're like, boy, you sure do, Tyler.
So okay. So tell me about this merch. This is your.
I feel like
So we've got a run of these Chugboat tanks and shirts, and we're doing this thing at our shows now that if you come to the shows and go and broadcast part of it on Facebook or Instagram Live, and then show us that after the show, we'll give you a free shirt or some other free merchandise item as a reward for spreading the love on the social medias. So if you're watching out there tonight, we will be giving out free stuff to anyone who goes live from the show at Park and Rec later.
You know what?
Are you going to be firing them from cannons like at Padres games?
I wish.
We have to make a little more money to afford the cannon, but once we do,
There you
you
go.
can bet your ass we're gonna have one of those up there.
Do you
I
guys
could see that like at small venues, like taking out the crowd,
Signing liability for
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
do you guys want to give a combo to one Destiny Futon listener?
Yeah.
Sure.
Hell yeah.
Tell me what you want to give away, and what we're gonna do
We'll do a
is
hat shirt combo.
Yeah,
with,
once-
stickers in the bill
oh beautiful.
for,
All
later,
right.
now.
for later.
The
So
whole ensemble.
give me a word to hashtag, a fun word, or you know what? Which song are you? What's the latest one you're going to release?
Papaya. Do papaya.
High
That's a good
welcome.
hashtag.
High welcome.
Do
High
hash-
welcome.
oh, there you
Hashtag
go.
high welcome.
Hashtag high welcome. The most either we're going to pick a random fan, a random follower of the Futon. If they hashtag high welcome, within what is it? We'll give them 7 days after the episode is
Sure.
aired.
Yeah.
So a week after the episode is there, we'll randomly pick somebody who shares the episode or tweets it out or Facebooks it or
Do
Instagrams it.
shares.
Can I make a suggestion real quick? Because
course.
I think it would be awesome if the winner actually got the CVS employees saying hi welcome when you walk into the store.
Is
Because
that
I've tried in the past like 10.
Okay. If
So,
anyone
like,
can get a video,
you
of
can do that.
yeah.
Yeah. Because that's almost where this
Yeah,
idea came
we'll
from.
give you the whole merch box.
wait?
And
Okay.
the box.
Okay, hold on.
so
CVS.
Anytime you go to a CVS from now on until your last day on earth, you'll never not notice this again. But as soon as you walk in at least one person, if not three, will be like, "Hi, welcome," and then that's how they greet you without expecting any response.
You're 100% right, because that happened to me the other day, and they did it with like they looked at me and said, "Hi, welcome," and then looked right back to what they were doing. And by the time I looked, I didn't even know who said it or if they did. I'm like,
so try to capture that on film, throw the appropriate hashtag up there.
Totally.
It's like, did I even hear that, or was that like the phantom ring in my pocket? You know,
shit. So we're gonna give. Well, you don't have to do the CVS thing, but all you got to do is share the episode, or at least tweet it out, use a link, and then the hashtag "Hi Welcome." and there's the set. All right, we'll take a picture of that.
I pulled a hammer earlier, so
we should put a game used jersey in there. Maybe a shirt that we've worn for a few shows without washing it, and we could just kind of.
So anyway, no, I like what you did there. That was nice.
They gave us a crusty sock. It's like, yes, all of us are in
vintage.
there.
So this next song I want to play, "Through the Wall," is no, that also has not been released yet.
No, this is probably going to be our next single that we put out from this latest record.
All right. So this is "Through the Wall." It already sounds like heavier.
That's funny that you should guess that. You're absolutely correct.
It's like you want to put somebody through the wall.
Well, it's like I heard him through the wall playing the bass.
Oh, close enough, right?
Oh, I was going somewhere different because they're usually suggestively sexual.
Well,
yeah, you're talking about glory holes, aren't you? All right.
"Through the Wall." Here we go.
Yeah, by Chugboat off their newest upcoming album. All right.
God, it's like it even makes a white boy want to dance.
Yeah, it's like makes me feel like I could get jiggy with it.
Yeah,
I can see you out there chicken dancing, like, yeah, the typical white guy dance, you know.
The Carlton,
the Charleston, you're all
the Charleston and the Carlton.
Into the Carlton.
But something else is keeping me away. Yeah. Things ain't how they used to
Was that the Carlton and the chicken dance combined?
Something.
These walls of paper thin. Alarms malfunctioning. No. Somebody show me the door, boy. 'Cause I don't think I can take it anymore.
Yeah, it's definitely not about hearing somebody having sex through the wall.
I was way off.
Yeah, way off. It's not glory holes either, I don't think.
It's our next album.
Glory hole. I will say I do like the trumpet or the brass line.
Cool. Drinking, but I somehow stumbled home. Made my way of thinking, honey, I'd be all alone. I couldn't get enough. Just need to sleep it off. But someone's in the back room with a bottle of the strong stuff. Things ain't how they used to be. Whatever happened to privacy? These walls of paper thin. Alarms malfunctioning. No. Somebody show me the door, boy. 'Cause I don't think I can take it anymore.
Someone's got a wah pedal now.
So actually plugged my synthesizer keyboard into a guitar wah pedal for some of this stuff. That's one of the weird things we came up with thanks to that.
Woo! Someone looks good.
Nice.
Yeah. On a new level.
These walls of paper thin. Alarm clocks malfunction. malfunctioning. No, no, no. Somebody show me the door, boy. 'Cause I don't think I can take it anymore. These walls of paper thin, yeah. Your alarm's malfunctioning. No, no, no. Somebody show me the door, boy. 'Cause I don't think I can take it anymore. Take it anymore. Take it anymore. Take it anymore.
Nice ending. Oh, or was I wrong?
That was the beginning of the next song.
Quick.
I do that with you around.
I'm always that guy where I'm like, okay, that's the end of the song, and I start walking away, and they keep playing. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, I already stopped dancing with you, I guess.
Well, you know, it's bad when it's bad when they do that, and you have the feeling that, oh God, it started again. But with you guys, when you do that, it's like, oh yay!
Oh, thanks, guys.
Oh, geez, yeah. No, you're Dusty Futon alum, and we're really excited to have you back on.
Only the best come back a second or more.
Yeah. Well, and it's nice because it shows the evolution, because you're not just coming back giving us the same old shit, you know, playing the same music that you played last year. You guys are upgrading you're only 2.5 years old as a band.
Yeah.
But you're already upgrading your sound, your style, you're working hard, you're changing your direction, but you're also maintaining. So you guys are a good example of what we want to represent on the Futon. So I'm definitely happy to have you guys back for that, because you guys bust your ass.
Thank you very
Appreciate
much.
that. Yeah, thanks for
Appreciate
having
all
us
that.
again.
Yeah, well, where can people buy this merch? Because only one lucky Dusty Futoner is going to get this awesome package.
So we have this stuff usually for our shows. As I was mentioning, we're giving free stuff out to people who go live on Facebook or Instagram at the shows now.
Nice.
And then also, if you don't want to do that, you can also pay us some cold hard cash for it as well. That's also good. So.
There are some lazy people who don't even want to do something for free stuff. So if you're willing to spend the 10, 15, 20 bucks, then these guys will happily take it off your hands.
Yeah, they will.
Now,
They will.
do you sell your old CDs, your old EPs at the shows?
We're starting to just kind of go with a digital distribution thing, just because, it's hard to find people who have CD players anymore. We're potentially going to do a run of vinyl with the new record that these songs are on, but I don't know if we're going to keep making CDs, just because the digital format seems to be a lot more accessible for people.
CDs aren't very green.
I honestly don't even know how to burn a CD anymore. So.
You have to have an old computer.
Yeah, most laptops don't even have a CD-ROM drive.
Yeah, I know, right?
I don't even know if I said that right. CD-ROM? Is that how you say it?
Yes, that's right. God, what are you, 12? Practically.
Floppy disks?
Are you even old enough
Floppy
to
what?
drink?
Can I have a beer, please?
8-inch. You know what an 8-inch floppy is? And I'm not talking about a donkey.
Jeez. It's like, that was my first job.
Yes and yes.
I have no response.
That's good. Trust me, that's a good thing with that one.
This was a podcast about music.
Yeah,
now we're trying.
Now it's about donkeys.
That's the crusty futon, right?
The crusty futon.
Oh, yeah.
The
It's a
petting
spin-off.
zoo.
Oh man.
Oh, the crusty futon, that's Roxy's bed.
Oh, poor Roxy.
It's getting edited
I
out.
miss Roxy. I had to. Yeah, I lost Roxy. Not like death. I had to give her away.
Ah,
So you guys remember Roxy, right?
think so.
Dog humped everything.
Yeah. That's sad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. That's okay. I'll beat you up later. Tyler.
That's my
You
dog, too.
crossed the
Our lives are
line.
both country songs, man.
I know, right? Lost a dog, lost a wife, lost a house. Anyway, not necessarily in that order. You know what happens when you play a country song backwards, right? You get your dog back, your house back, and your wife back.
But you don't get your money back for spending it on a record.
Of a country record, no. Yeah.
Not anymore.
So you're not sure if you're going to stick with the vinyl concept?
We're gonna see what happens. I mean, we're gonna put the whole record out on digital formats first, and then play it by ear, I think.
Do a single. I would do a 45. Because I honestly, I don't know. Vinyl's coming back, and it's more of a novelty at this point. So I think like
I
a
think
45
people
would
one
be
for the
fun.
novelty would just go for the whole album, though. Really, I agree. You
Well-
should go full vinyl because I want the full vinyl.
Well, you want, you know,
Do it for me.
he's wearing a
Tyler.
shirt, so
Tyler,
you know.
so convincing.
Yeah, he's that guy. He's that guy. So okay, yeah,
So we'll do vinyl, maybe.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean,
Like, no, I'm just thinking like an A and a B side. Like maybe throw Papaya on the B side or something, and put your favorite single,
Yeah.
you know, on the front. And you know, it's basically like we're releasing a single, but giving a throwback on the back. You know,
True.
I think that could be fun. Sell them for $1 a piece because what? They're cheap as hell to print now, aren't they? Even the vinyls.
I have no idea.
I mean, we'll have to see what happens.
Yeah.
There hasn't been a lot of planning put into the physical format thing yet, you know?
I don't
So
blame you.
We'll get there.
Depends on what country you outsource the child labor for. You know, it could be cheaper depending on where you.
There's
go.
an elementary school down the street. from us, actually.
Speaking of child labor,
We'll give them community service hours.
Call it arts and crafts.
You got people
They can
in
put it
prison
on their resume.
stamping license plates
Man.
and printing Chugboat album.
let's not.
Let's
open
not get into that one. Yeah, here we go. All right,
Oh,
rewind.
God. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and listen to this next track. This is the final of 3 songs that you gave us. Now this one's already out on Spotify.
Yep.
And this is called
Hi, welcome.
That was beautiful.
I love that.
We
Thank you
practiced
guys
this
for
in the
picking
car
up on that. That was so awesome. And
I want
see,
that to be my ringtone.
see about 5 minutes ago where we talked about the CVS story behind this.
Oh, man.
So, all right, this is.
Hi,
welcome.
All right, let's do this one more time. All 5 of us. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Hi, welcome.
By Chuck
Okay, now in 5-part harmony. Ready? All right, ready. Okay. Okay.
Hi, welcome.
Wow.
Holy shit, that was like old AM radio time.
Whoa.
All right, now let's listen to the
Time
song.
travel.
In studio thought it was going crazy.
What the fuck was that?
Oh, man.
That was starting way too early.
Yeah, this is fun.
Shopping at CVS is.
I used to spend my nights living lonely with the world of trouble.
I'm really bummed that he's not here because
Yeah.
I want to hear
I
about
think he
all this.
played that one on a spare tire, to be honest.
It sounds like that.
Like a metal spare tire.
I guess he's called brake drum. Have you guys heard of that? It's like the
Oh my God, you're
of like an old truck.
No, I'm sorry. A brake drum is where they have the brake drums for the non-disc brakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Cheaper cars still have those to this day.
They sound good on recordings,
so
too.
It looks like that. He's just playing it with drumsticks.
I can tell you're a good musician. You know nothing about cars.
I used to spend my nights slipping slowly, what a slippery slope it was. My living room,
It's
it was
okay. It's
always
okay.
That's absolutely right.
dirty. I was only looking for a buzz. When I saw you, baby, I didn't know things could feel this way. Your love gets me high now, girl. It's the only thing that I crave now, yeah. Said if you feeling low and looking to get higher, you should come on over. We'll feel alright, yeah.
I was hoping you were going to do it again.
Maybe next time.
See, that's why I have everything wireless, so you have no idea what I'm doing or when I'm going to do it.
Keeps us on our toes.
Yep.
What do you want me to say? Sometimes I miss the way that it used to be.
Timed perfectly.
It's
Perfect
easy
time.
to
Good stuff.
explain, 'cause your love's on my mind and it's so tempting. Yeah, said if you're feeling low and looking to get higher, you should come on over.
Nice
We'll feel
baritone
alright,
bass.
yeah. We can go get stoned and we both need a lighter. Your love gets me right now, girl. Said if you're feeling low and looking to get higher, you should come on over.
I feel like I'm in a 70s
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah. Is this
the training montage, you know.
Yeah.
So it goes out to Russell Ramo.
There you go. That's your guitarist.
Do you guys do choreography and stuff on stage too? Like it spins?
It's on the to-do list.
I can see you like doing the step dances during this. Like,
Yeah, Luke looks really good in an ascot also. He's sitting there, like clipboard yelling at people.
Yes, solid finish.
Isn't that so much fun, you guys? Your music is like okay. The writing process, is it still the same? Like, is it mostly done?
Well, I think it's changed in some regards, mostly in the sense that we're not like starting with acoustic instruments at all anymore. You know.
So what's your process then in writing some of these tracks as a group?
I feel like everyone's different. Like each song is different. But
that's right. We went over this like 10 minutes ago.
A lot of late nights busting out the bass guitar on the bed, just coming up with stuff. Or
yeah, well, like
you
go
guys
to practice, and Rick will be like, "Oh, I drank too much caffeine and thought of this sweet riff," and he'll play it, and then we're like, "Oh, that's so dope. Let's work with that," and then we'll kind of run with it and add like different parts. And I think the songwriting process has changed just because our instrumentation has changed.
Yeah.
So naturally, the songwriting process has changed a little bit, which kind of leads to
So what about the verbiage, like the lyrics and everything?
That's kind of I think everyone has a little bit of a contribution in regard to that, but what I really enjoy about our songwriting style is we're not just like regurgitating lyrics. I think it comes from like us coming up with a concept first, you know.
Yeah.
There's one we didn't bring you called Seasonal Girl, and like I think Rick came up with the concept for that idea of a seasonal girl who you only have certain times of the year. Right, and then I mean everything, all the other
when you
lyrics
have enough
just
money
fell
to fly
into
around
place.
the country, you have seasonal girls. Yeah.
So
I think the Beach Boys wrote a song about that, right? So my seasonal girl. No, I'm sorry. Go on.
But yeah, that's kind of I think the main process is it's like a conceptual based writing process a lot of the time, or it starts with like a groove, some feel, or like some lyrical concept, and then everything else kind of falls into place after that. And if it doesn't fall into place easily, then we know it might not be an idea worth pursuing, you know?
Do you have any tracks on your excuse me, I had a thing. I'll save that one for later. Do you have any tracks that are like recycled that have stuff that you haven't worked on yet that you're like maybe adding into this album or that you're putting on the back burner for later?
There's stuff that like we came up with like when we first became friends like 6 years ago that I mean I don't know if we're gonna end up turning them into songs, but they have like come up in conversation in that way, you know.
Nice.
Like should we make this a Chugboat song? So it's definitely
a matter
possible.
of time. It's like a tattoo. Come back to it a year later if you're still thinking about it. Do it.
Just color
ink it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Totally.
So
totally.
do you have the entire album tracked out yet?
Yeah, so this is it's a EP. We've got 5 tracks on this one. From like whatever you want to call it, philosophical standpoint. We didn't really know we wanted to spend the time to release a full album of 10 songs. We just felt like that might be too much material for people to digest these days.
People are way too ADD for 10 songs.
That's kind of what we felt like. We'll see what happens, I guess. But I mean, we all grew up listening to full albums and occasionally double albums. So it was kind of a foreign concept to us. But after discussing and thinking it over a little bit, it just seemed like the way to go.
I like it. You can come out with stuff and re-release new things more frequently that way.
Yep. Totally. And so it makes the process of being in a band more exciting. We always have new stuff to report. Just kind of keeps the process going faster and faster. I've known bands who spent
Hi Kim!
Hey,
Kim's back! Yay!
That's Spicy Kim.
She's back from Chicago.
There she is.
She yeah. So anyway.
But yeah, I mean I was gonna say I know bands that have taken 2 years to write their first album and then it just doesn't go anywhere, you know. They spent too much time doing something and then the results didn't really match the hype that built up to it. So.
You guys ever hear of the spaghetti incident by Guns N' Roses? Perfect example of that.
the worst album ever.
Oh,
For some
God.
reason, it's on my
Oh,
iPhone, and I'm like,
it was so bad that they had to re-release Appetite for Destruction to make up for it.
Just remastered.
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
Yeah.
add like one extra thing. Anyway, enough about those fucks.
Yeah.
So
So I mean, that was kind of the idea. Well, in a few months, but by the end of the summer, I think we're going to put the whole record out as put the whole record out as a collection, and we're also going to, in conjunction with that, release the instrumental version of all the songs.
Oh wow!
So we kind of have a double approach to this.
So these new songs, you're also writing acoustic versions for them as well as the finalized produced version.
More like produced versions, but just without any vocals, just like the instrumental
karaoke
thing.
tracks for Tyler.
Karaoke tracks for Tyler, and maybe I guess part of it is we're hoping that instrumental tracks are more marketable towards like
Commercial
film
use.
and commercial use. I mean, we're hoping to make some cash off of that, and then also just have that option. Some of our favorite bands have done this in the past, where they release instrumental version of a song, and then same time or a year later they release the same song with all the vocals and lyrics too. And I think that was kind of part of that decision as well, just enjoying that aspect.
I like that. I think it's a very smart and marketable approach to it, because you guys, the sound and everything is extremely marketable. But then some agencies might run when all of a sudden they hear, "Hold on to your tits," And I don't know if that fits into the Hyundai commercial we're trying to fit this for,
Yeah. Depends on what type of car,
That's true. Yeah, it's if it's like a Corvette, maybe you do want to hold on to your tits,
Hold on to your tits doesn't quite say the brakes work well on this vehicle. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Yeah. And we have Spicy Kim on the mic.
Hi, fellas.
Hey,
How's it going?
Good.
Good. Are you having fun? Are these boys abusing you or what?
They're playing nice.
They are.
Enough.
Wow, I leave
You
the
missed
room,
it.
that's
We were
it.
dancing a second ago.
We'll play you some
All
of
of
the
us.
tracks
Awesome.
afterwards, because these guys are so much fun. Thank you guys so much again for coming out and having a seat on the futon with us.
Thank you for
Heck
the,
yeah.
the swag.
Totally.
sure.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
All you got to do.
Sure,
And
sure.
oh, and by the
Easy for me
way,
to say.
we it's
What?
hashtag
Hi,
hi
welcome.
welcome.
Hashtag hi welcome.
Hashtag hi welcome.
welcome.
And anybody
Ooh.
who retweets or
Hashtag
shares
hi welcome.
with hashtag hi
Hi
welcome
welcome.
has a chance of winning a hat, a t-shirt, and a bunch of stickers.
Wait, what's
Ah.
the
And
hashtag?
having a
again?
mail. Hashtag
Hi
welcome. Oh, let's do
Is
the
it hi
five-part
like
harmony again.
HIGH?
HI.
It could be.
It's just HI
That's
like
where it
hi, welcome.
Yeah.
Not
Clarification. That's all.
It depends who you're talking to.
That's true.
That's why
That's
I
true.
asked.
Yeah. Smart question.
Depends
Smart
what the
question.
story
Hey,
is.
you
Yeah,
know.
it depends on what festival they're playing.
Well, we're Chugboat. It's Hi Welcome, and it's HIGH when we play as Nugboat, our reggae cover band.
Hi,
not
welcome.
Steel drums.
Hi,
There you go.
welcome. Hello, hi, welcome in the house, man. All right.
Welcome. Get high. I mean, hi,
Get high.
welcome. Yeah. Okay. And on that note,
I missed a lot of fun. I
yeah,
can
you
tell.
did.
Oh.
All right. But that's all, all you got to do is listen back
Right
to the
on.
episode, and then you share the episode and tweet.
And you follow them on Spotify.
Yeah,
and-
follow Spotify.
Yeah.
Yes. And go see
Yes.
the band live when they're around in your town.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Chugboat.com. They
Yep.
got a bunch of tracks up there you can listen to.
Oh, where do you
there.
put
Right
your
on the
calendar up at?
It's on the website, actually.
Chugboat.com has all our
Perfect.
upcoming dates.
It's
If
how
you-
I stand for them.
If you go to Chugboat,
Right?
Yeah, and you're like,
I'm in it.
That's like
everybody
Santa.
gets the email list except for you.
that's like it's like
guys
not
are-
even a joke.
No one
Josh
gets
like
it.
frequently asks where the show is, who's playing with us, what time it is.
About 2 hours before the
Hey,
gig.
be nice.
so-
Be
Very
That's sad.
Googleable information.
That's the same shit I ask Spicy the day of our recording sessions.
Oh,
I'm like, wait,
yeah,
what time are we?
hours.
Who is it? Who's
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
There
pretty
you
much how
go.
it goes down here too.
It's too many clicks to get
I can
to.
do-
Yeah, it's
I
too
know
much
There's
to
at least
do.
3 clicks.
You guys are going to be all over California. From what I saw, you guys are going to be in Mammoth in August. Is
We
that
got
right?
we got a 2-night stint in Mammoth with more dates hopefully to come surrounding that, and then we have a private event in Sonoma in October again with more dates planned to be released coming up.
Oh yeah,
Right
those
on.
listening in, if you want to book Chugboat, they are available for private events. as
Indeed
you
we
just
are.
heard.
And
or
it's
other
worth
gigs.
it. These guys bring a lot of energy to the stage. So
Yeah.
And if you need to get in touch, it's info@chugboat.com.
info at
That's how I,
Chugboat.
that's how
There's
I
even a
did it.
really easy submission portion of their webpage right down at the bottom. You can just fill out all the stuff that's probably autofill, just because we're lazy these days.
Yep.
Make it super easy, simplify you, sign up, go see Chugboat.
if war is dead.
All right.
All right. Thank you guys again.
Well, thank you again.
Should we sign off with another 5-part high welcome?
Let's sign on with a 5-part high welcome, and then let's close it out with the song. And for me, can we just do Papaya?
We can,
even if it's just
okay. Okay, we'll close it out with
I heard
Papaya.
about that one.
I gotta find that, but all right, ready?
Yep.
The high welcome.
1, 2, 3.
High welcome.
I fucked up your barbershop.
Yeah, you're not supposed to sing. It was like throwing me off. What the hell? All right.
Sorry.
Hold on. Let me load up my iTunes.
That's pretty good.
It was better. The first time was
that first
better.
one was funny.
That was really, really awesome.
I honestly was taken off by surprise of how well that turned out.
I know, me too. You should have seen our studio audience. Her jaw dropped.
Their jaw dropped.
Oh yeah, my bad.
edit.
It's all about that. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go into summer with this fun jam.
Boom.
Yeah.
Or not.
Oh, what happened?
With this fun jam.
I like it.
Why can't you find it?
Well, Beer Fest was going on down by the airport. It looked
Big-
pretty fucking rocking.
Big John can never find the papaya.
He's, still looking,
He's
huh?
still looking.
The little man in the sailboat. He's up here.
Keep hunting, Big John. It's in there somewhere. Follow your nose. Wherever it goes.
Of course, the song happens to not be on my phone. Right? Wait, it's on my phone. How's it not on here? Hold on.
He broke his toe earlier. Did we talk about that?
We heard the bad news. Yeah.
So, that's the issue.
It's also on Spotify.
Yeah, that's where I'm going now.
Our next contestant.
Because I have the track I can add in later. That's for sure.
The version of Papaya we play at our shows now sounds much different than this, by the way.
Yeah?
We have because now we have a keyboard and a saxophone getting in the mix, and that's
so you've added even more elements to it.
It's just taken on a new incarnation, I would say. You know,
vibe has changed.
Nice.
So it's all about
Will
that.
that
vibe.
version be played tonight?
Indeed, it will. Indeed, it's I think number 3 on the set list. So get there early.
Early,
if
yeah.
You want a slice of
Everyone
papaya?
Yeah.
Everyone's like, you heard that little blip, and everyone's like,
That's it.
all
The
right.
intro.
Yes.
It's just for me to sing it.
It's working.
You want to put headphones on for this? This is right over there.
No, behind you. Oh.
So close.
Thanks for filling me in, guys.
I love
Who is that?
So this is funny. We say John was in the Volvo ripping the flute. John is our really good friend who's a flute player. He was our roommate. He lived with me, and Josh and John lived together for the months leading up to this. So John not only played on the track, but we referenced him in the lyrics. John Leah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And now he's in Colombia studying music.
And probably having sex with all sorts of
Papayas.
Papaya.
Papaya.
Papaya, 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 papaya.
It's so catchy.
Oh, it gets better.
So we recently went on to the 91X show with Tim Piles.
Yes.
Loudspeaker, right?
Yeah, loudspeaker.
Yeah.
We gave him a papaya and we said, "This is for you, Tim Piles." We put a sticker
I
of
bet
his
it's
face
still
on it.
there,
It
and
was
it's
great.
growing mold
Yeah.
and making the studio smell better.
Yeah, there you go.
They think of us every day because of that.
That's awesome. I'm gonna be
Papaya
there.
on the playa.
I'm gonna see Tim Piles tomorrow
Oh my
night,
God.
and I'll ask him about his papaya.
Please.
That's like Shakespeare. That was
Or
beautiful.
I'll have my husband ask. Yeah, it'll be funny.
I must confess.
This is Allie's new favorite song.
She's like, you're gonna hear all about this on the ride home.
Oh no,
she's gonna be the one driving, if you know what I mean.
Oh. Are you saying you're stuck here for the night?
I'm saying I got a hankering for some papaya.
Oh. There's plenty more on this. It's interesting though. You can hear the acoustic difference between the songs we just played earlier and this one.
Totally. So that's becoming a horn line now. Is that this part?
yeah.
Oh, really?
I bet that sounds
So
really,
we're kind
really
of just
cool.
rearranging.
I like
it a little
that.
bit,
That's
so.
I like sonically in my head. I'm envisioning that. I'm like, damn it! Now I wish I could go to the show tonight, but my girlfriend's going to be drunk when I go pick her up in 30 minutes. So I don't think she's going to want to do anything but go back to the house.
Fair enough.
And have something to do with papayas.
Papaya. Papaya.
Just the thigh master.
That flute tickles me. It just, I can't help it.
There you go. That was Chugboat's Papaya. And you'll have a horn section and some awesome new sounds creeping in. If you go and see them tonight.
Indeed.
All right. Thanks again, guys. Have a good
Thank you.
night.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
Bye-
the best.
bye welcome. Bye welcome.
Yeah,
Bye
bye
welcome.
Bye welcome.
Bye. Hi, welcome.
Papaya.
Oh my God, that was gold.
That was fun.
Thank you
Yeah,
guys.
thanks you guys again for coming out. That was such a blast.
Twice in 2 years.
Hey, well, like I said, you guys are progress.
Let's do it again next year.
You guys want to get a quick photo of the three of us?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That would be awesome.
I got into character.
Yeah.
How do we got a photo now?
Give me a phone.
Okay.
She's like, I don't know after that song.
I was saying that's what you're doing.
I love it.
She's like, no, that's what you're doing. I gotta watch my head with this fan.
You should probably stand.
Yeah. Skedaddle pretty
Definitely.
fast.
Okay, you guys have shit.
Our sound check is supposedly starting
Yeah.
in 15 minutes.
That's rocking.
Yep.
1, 2, 3,
All righty. Awesome.
One more on mine. Just click the bottom twice. There you go. You got it?
I don't know.
She's scared.
Why
Why
is
are you scared?
I don't know what's happening. 1, 2. There we go. I don't know this one. Whatever. Okay. Good.
At least you're trying to figure it out on your own.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for bringing the stuff.
Yeah, of course.
I appreciate you sharing. I want to wear it.
Thank you.
Hopefully they don't suck too much.
Dude, I love
Thanks so
sweating.
much.
I want my shirts to be nothing but band shirts from San Diego.
Sorry for calling you, man.
Thank you.
Drive safe. Have a good night, guys.
Hey, water
Yeah,
bottle,
yeah,
Luke.
no, like it's coming. Right there. Josh, thank you for coming. Thank you. Tyler, right? Yes. Oh my God, I almost pulled a Trevor. I know. It totally would have been welcome. Like at this point, I'm just like, I know it. Thank you. We got a jet on your time.
See you next time.
I might even see you guys tonight. I kind of want to go to the show. I'm in North Park, so I'm right up the street from you guys.
Close. Yeah. We'll be playing till probably around midnight. It's a long one.
And it's the Park and Rec? Park and Rec. Okay, perfect.
Awesome.
Very cool.
Have a great night, guys.
You too.
Good night.